David West was one of the best post players in the league at the time for sure. He actually had go-to moves.
What's up with all of the
unlike other centers, y'all be gassing like the White.
Nigga, you up here, you talking about niggas hyping up mid, bro. You sitting up here hyping up super mid. Nigga, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he was mid. Let's all agree that David West was mid.
He was solid.
He was high grade mid.
He was high grade mid.
I'm not gonna put mid on it. I'm gonna say solid.
I'm putting mid on that shit.
Hey, he had some years of high grade.
JC's stubborn. He's not gonna admit it. JC's not gonna admit he's mid.
Hey, that's you, right?
JC's stubborn as hell. He's not.
And we going on too long about he's too mid for us to be talking about him for this month.
Thank you for like 5-10 minutes. What the fuck are we talking about?
That's because y'all tried to get too disrespectful. Y'all start bringing up Roy. All right, what up? What up? Welcome to the All Grind Sports Show, where we are politically incorrect. I go by the name of JC. Here with all my wonderful brothers and co-hosts, man. It's been a long time, but we back at you. We gonna cover every single lick and speck of what's going on in the league the last couple of weeks. But first, I just want to thank y'all for getting us to where we at right now. This is actually episode 60. We hitting a milestone today. It's episode 60. Y'all see you, Ragu. But but yeah, man, we thank y'all for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing the way y'all have been. Let's take this to the furthest extent, man. Y'all can catch us on all major directories from Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, whatever your major thing is, man. We on there. Just type in All Grind Sports Show. And again, I cannot thank y'all enough, man. Thank y'all for getting us to this point with episode 60. Thank y'all to everybody who's came to the show, from Dre to Coop, obviously Isaiah, who's been on like 99%. My boy Tanner, we just read off his Twitter the last time he was here, but we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in the way y'all have been. Like I said, man, y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us, and we appreciate that. So without further ado, man, we got the OG, one of my mentors, the big dog, who's back. I think it's been a couple episodes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. What's up, everybody?
He's back to talk his spit, man. My guy, Daryl Dunning, a.k.a. the Big Ragu.
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody?
And then we got my guy, man. We got a reoccurring guest till he get back on his school book spit. You know what I'm saying? Get back on his tip. My guy, Jay Will.
What's good? Hotty toddy.
Oh, here we go. That bullshit.
Then we got my superstar in the building, man. As I just mentioned, 99%. I can't confirm that stat, but I'm gonna roll with it anyway. My guy Isaiah Anthony at the Ant Hill Productions.
What's going on, you guys? I don't know what that hotty toddy bullshit is. I'll let it slide. Go Gators, man. That's all I gotta say.
And then we got an old new special guest that has been a long time no see. One of my whitest of white partners, my guy Tanner, man. What up? Welcome back.
Sure. Thank you for having me back.
Y'all should already know what type of time we on with him stepping in the building. But first, everybody had that good barbecue and all that good spit last week.
Of course.
I don't know nobody in Vegas, so I don't know nobody who was barbecuing, nigga.
I'm gonna have to get you right, man. I got a couple folks out there. I'll be out there in a couple weeks, man. We'll get y'all right.
I had barbecue in about. It's been about 2-3 years for real.
Isaiah, you young, my nigga.
Wow.
Isaiah, you getting in that? You getting about that unk phase where you know what I'm saying? Gotta have the sandals on the grill. You getting there, brother. And you already an uncle.
Right. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. I got at least half a decade, nigga. At least half a decade.
Another 5 years and it's his time.
Yeah, man. Been a lot going on since the last time we seen y'all. Literally everything been going on since last time we seen y'all. We still waiting on a couple things to burst, so we'll have the alerts you know what I'm saying, right on the side of us, you know what I'm saying, just in case. But yeah, let's get to it, man. We'll start with the trade rumors. The whole reason my guy is here, man. We got
Tanner, you're up.
we got we got a long time, unfortunate and very sad Blazer fan in the building. You a real one though. I give you that. You hanging on. But I wouldn't blame you for walking away. But we got a Blazer fan in the building. As y'all know, the biggest news of the free agency trade off-season era so far is Damian Lillard. I feel like actually watched our show last time and understood the frustration, and I think he went and pressed that button. About time.
That nigga ain't just press the button. That nigga smashed that bitch. That nigga sprint.
I was rewatching the last episode and the frustration and disgust in all of our faces that this man just wouldn't budge. But you know, I give like the quick thoughts of what I think it is before we all get into it. I think the Blazers and Dame was both playing a game where they, you know, neither one of them wanted to look like the bad guy. Whoever asks for the trade or pushes for the trade, that's going to be who everybody looks at. Portland's worried about players, you know, looking at them crazy in the future. Dame worried about all the social media he been talking about, running from the grind. So, you know, I think that it just turned into kind of like that I don't know if you ever seen the Diddy and old boy from the show when they was just looking back and forth, like, you make a move. Now you make a move.
Oh.
I just think that's kind of what it turned into. And I think Portland like beautifully proved my point when Dame asked for a trade, and the first thing they did was make a statement, which Chris Haynes and all them guys basically said was not normal to make a statement after your superstar asked for a trade to say, oh yeah, we wanted to put us in a position to win, but Dame clearly feels differently and wants to go another route. So, as Isaiah said, man, Tanner first up to give his thoughts, man, and then, you know, we can get into the Spits, man. I mean, this is literally a topic we could probably talk about all episode if we wanted to. So, but, you know, we'll just let my guy have his thoughts. As a long time, you know, loyal Portland Blazers fan, where is your head right now?
I don't know. I'm hurt and happy at the same time, you know, because, you know, it was really about time for him to request a trade. We had the 3rd overall pick. We got our new franchise point guard in Scoot. I mean, we could have traded it to help win, but I feel like there wasn't enough options out there for us to trade it to win. And so I just feel like we got to keep Scoot and just roll with it. Because right now we got a good start to a rebuild. We got Scoot and Shaden.
Let me ask you a quick question before you continue. With that, you know, with that being said, are you looking at them with a side eye about that contract they gave Jeremy?
Yeah and no. Because, I mean, we see what he did in Detroit, though. I feel like because he had his best season last season, one of his better seasons.
You talking about the Detroit season?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Man,
but it is different when you by yourself and ain't nobody there and you just can rack up the kind of like what Porzingis just did on Washington. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is a little different than when.
But we
and if they're talking future, you know what I mean?
Shit ton of money at him.
I would think Simons and Shaden and Scoot would be who they looking for, but then, you know, now they got to share shots with that guy. So
yeah,
is it a little confusing or you like understand it?
It was to try and keep Dame, but obviously that didn't work out. So I mean, obviously, there was really now we gotta, if we can trade him, which I doubt we can. Because we gave him a 5-year, $160 million contract. So, like, I feel like it'd be, like, impossible to trade him without finding somebody to match the contract with him.
A real quick side note, shout out to Rich Paul. I don't know what that boy be doing.
I don't know what the fuck
daisy these teams, but man, oh man,
that's some dirt on somebody.
Hey, he's getting these young brothers paid. I salute you, brother. Cause most of the contracts he be getting niggas, I wouldn't dare.
I'm not gonna lie though, I low-key wanted to see a Dame and Scoot at least for like a year or something like that. But I understand the move for the Trailblazers. might as well just start rebuilding now. You got young pieces already, which is a good plus. So maybe you won't be like a 5-year type rebuild thing, or just like slow progress. They look like they're heading in the right direction, and it was time for Dame to go. I think we kind of all agreed that
it was probably time 3-4 years ago.
Yeah,
Shit, as a Blazer fan, we had 11 years to build around him. He listened to countless lies by both of our GMs. Both of our GMs we had both lied to him countless of times.
And y'all still lying.
And the GM just lied again. Said, "Lo, we're gonna build a contending roster around Dame." If we were trying to build a contending roster, we would have traded one of our 2 first-round picks to try to get that, but obviously that didn't happen. So, in my eyes, Dame's not wrong for requesting the trade. The management is doing him more wrong than he did us. That's the way I think of it. They had 11 years to build around one of the best point guards in the league, and they failed. Now he wants to go out and win a ring. That's his thing. Get a ring. He deserves it. He's going to win it in Miami. He's going to win a ring in Miami regardless.
We'll get to that part in a minute.
It depends on who they give up. Honestly.
I just feel like overall, that front office.
The main piece they give up is Hero, and that's. I mean, they were better without him.
If we really think about it, this ain't the first superstar or all-star caliber guy y'all done failed. Like, Portland has done this time after time, it seems like, and just don't. I mean, I guess the best thing y'all did was when y'all fired the whole medical staff finally after like 20-some years, a few years back or something like that. So I guess that was like a step in the right direction. But outside of that, and I guess drafting Scoot, it's just they haven't had no real like competency in that franchise.
Yeah, I mean, but who else were we going to draft in place of Scoot? Come on, now that was a given.
The Scoot thing. I'm saying like that was probably one of the better things they have.
Yeah, I
done.
know. I'm saying, but how? Can
you saying like it was obvious?
Yeah, it was obvious. You can't mess something up that easy.
I got you.
You are not going to mess something up that easy. He's going number 1 in any other draft with this one. Let's be honest. He's a generational point guard talent. If we look at it,
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time y'all passed up on the obvious.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. But okay, I'm not even gonna say nothing about that. I'm not even gonna say nothing because
Isaiah, what you thinking?
Like I said, that shit was been time to blow it up at least 2 years ago. Just at the fact of now I just feel like that Jeremy Grant contract is at the very least definitely this year untradeable at the very least. And
that's what I think.
To say you were building a contending roster around him and you basically brought back the same damn roster as you had last year and add in Scoot.
That won 20 games?
Yeah, like and I get that players were injured and stuff like that, but it just seems like the Blazers front office doesn't put their exact best foot forward when it comes to trying to wager either picks or something of that nature for talent to truly put somebody around Dame.
The Blazers do low risk moves.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like
that's a great way to put it.
We'd rather just keep our head above water rather than going all in.
Yep.
When that's
a great way to put it. I never even thought of it like that.
Yeah, the Lakers will take that big chance like they tried to do with Nash and Howard, and it didn't fucking work, obviously. Right. But they were willing to take that chance and say, okay, let's
or hell, look what Cuban just did. Look at the big risk he
Cuban took that Cuban took that huge risk. Most of us weren't even sure that Kyrie would resign, but he was able to,
especially with an unpredictable nigga like that. You can't get more risky.
I did not expect it.
I mean, shit. There's another example where the Lakers.
Kyrie Irving?
Yeah, you don't know what's going on in that nigga mind.
Oh, man.
But then,
I mean, he straight told a franchise, "I'll be back," and left. Like, how more unpredictable can you get than that?
Yeah, man.
Rodman did that.
You said who?
Rodman.
Yeah, but Rodman was more unpredictable than Kyrie.
That wasn't a great example, my nigga.
That's another unpredictable.
I'm just saying, and they, you know,
and everything.
he kept getting signed.
This
If
is
you
true.
good, you could be a little weird or whatever, bro.
I mean, yeah, of course. If there's
You know,
somebody's
you can't
I
be
get you. If you're there, if there's somebody worth taking that risk on, it's Kyrie. I mean, I get you on that.
You can't
But
be the
it's
10th
still a
guy
risk
on the bench
nonetheless.
talking about. Yeah, I mean, you know.
But yeah, like even not just the Lakers, you've seen the Nets take huge chances these last 15 years with the Paul Pierce KG fiasco that has Boston.
Even Danny Ainge in Boston.
Yeah, now and then even with KD, Kyrie, and James Harden, even though that didn't work out, this is the NBA, man. You can't keep playing it safe.
Scare money don't make no money.
Yeah, scare money.
Yeah, it's like you either gonna be, you know, trash to get good, or you're gonna be stuck in mediocrity.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think no team has been okay with that more than Portland in the last decade or so.
And we talked about that.
I think you might be right about that.
Stuck in mediocrity.
Maybe 2 decades.
Yeah, we talked about that. Like,
I was trying to be nice because my guys.
Nah, seriously, though.
Right now, right?
couple decades, bro. Yeah.
And like, you know, we talked about that. We'd rather be either trash,
yeah.
A plan of like, okay, in 5 years, that'll be our time, rather than playing mediocrity for 10, 15 years. And maybe we'll get out the first round and
just hoping for some lucky spit to happen, basically.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like there's a few teams out there that are like that right now in the NBA, but unfortunately it just seems like Portland has been the poster child for doing that.
Sometimes you gotta realize
playing it safe.
It's the owners, man. They like some owners want to win and some owners want to make money.
Well,
you gotta
let's hold on. Let's be clear on that. All the owners want to make money, but there's like maybe 2-3 of them that really care past that a little bit. But don't none of them niggas be knowing spit about basketball. We know basketball probably better than 97%.
I'm saying to the point of fuck winning, JC. Like people come in like, hey, we can sign this and this.
That's probably Portland's owner. Yeah, that's probably Portland's owner.
Be like, how much? You like, man, fuck that. Nah.
And remember, Isaiah, that's what I was saying when we was hollering about that, of when I kept saying Portland was being selfish, of like, y'all just want to keep this guy because he's keeping butts in them seats. Y'all not thinking about the franchise as a whole and building going forward.
You see it in the NFL as well. Some of the owners, man, like them teams that ain't never won no ball, some of them owners, bro, they just in it to make money, man.
Yeah.
They making money off the team. They don't care about winning. They do the little lip service to the fan base, and you know. And then when they get an electrifying player, all they care about is just keep him. He's making us more money. He's getting more jersey sales, all that stuff. Yeah, just keep him on the team. We don't care about nothing else. Just keep him. That's it. Yeah, he's gonna be our guy. Just totally disregarding the fans. And we're gonna be the wild card, and we're gonna barely miss the playoffs for about 7 years in a row. That's it's frustrating. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, Tanner, is like franchises like that. It's like now y'all kind of, to me, I look at it like y'all kind of doing it again. Like I kind of like the direction, but then it's like then you give Grant that contract because it's like
wanting Dame to
still trying to stay in that wiggle, you know what I'm saying? Try to like somewhat, but then it's like you're not just allowing the players to just grow. You know what I'm saying? And Scoot is probably going to be the one to put the butts in the seats now. So he's like, okay, well, cool. Like we just lose one guy that was putting butts in the seats, and now we'll just get the other, and we'll just go off of that. It's like I really don't see a clear-cut direction of what Portland is doing right now.
I mean, I think Jeremy Grant will be our oldest player next season when we get rid of Dame.
And then it's like, what y'all are asking for in the trade? Oh, we still want a star caliber player plus first pick. It's like
I seen the 4 first-round picks and like young players. I think that's what it was.
The reports. What did y'all see? Because I seen them say they wanted at least one star back.
I saw similar to that. But yeah, I think they said they wanted like 4.
What I saw was
or something
one,
like
they
that.
want like a young, promising player who could turn
Yeah.
into a superstar, as well as 4 first-round picks. And I was
Yeah,
just,
you're not getting that.
And apparently they
Like
not
how often does that happen in a trade for a superstar? You're first of all, you're not ever going to get the true.
I mean, look what happened with KD though. Look how much he went for.
And that hurt it, honestly. If you ask me, but
I mean,
look how-
yeah.
KD went for 4 first
But
round
again,
picks.
look at the example you had to use. Use a
And
top 2,
like-
top 3 at worst player in the league. You know what I'm saying?
And like you said, if the team wants to take a chance to win, they're gonna have to take that chance to win.
that's true.
Miami's
But
gonna
that's
have,
what I'm saying. It seems like
Because
Portland wants to make a trade to where it's like we don't want to get any type of worse. Like nigga, if you're trading a player like Dame, yes, you're getting worse. There's no way around that.
I mean,
At
you
least
gotta-
temporarily.
with Miami's offseason, it's Dame or bust. That's how it is. That's
Yeah.
if they don't get Dame, their offseason's a bust.
because I don't see them going back to the finals next year. I don't see-
Portland has all the leverage in this situation because Dame doesn't have a
Because
no
of his
trade
contract.
clause.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dame doesn't have a no trade clause. They can trade him anywhere. But if they want to do right by Dame, they'll probably trade him to Miami.
Do y'all believe that report out there that's talking about he not gonna play for nobody but Miami?
if that shit is
I don't-
true, that's the
I don't know if I can see Dame doing something.
I don't
like
see that either.
type
I
of-
feel
I
like
don't-
I feel like
I feel
that's
like that's
some
a lie.
that's some leak media spit that somebody trying to steer some spit
But
up.
also at the same time though, like Dame's been known to like address these type of things and be like, "Hey, I didn't say that." So
That's
like,
true.
I don't really know.
That's true. Nah, Dame will for sure. Niggas be talking about KD. Dame will for sure get on Twitter, share your article, and be like, "Nigga, that's big cap. F is you talking about?" You absolutely right.
I don't know. He hasn't spoke through the whole thing though. That's the thing. He hasn't spoke about the trade request yet. None of that.
I mean, his agent probably acting like a lawyer right now. Like, nigga, don't say nothing. Like,
His agent, the
don't
main
you say a
person-
word, nigga. We trying to
out
get
there.
something done.
Yeah, we trying to get that money, man.
He
He
like,
gonna get paid regardless, though. It's Dame. Like, we ain't talking about just no regular player. Like, this is Damian Lillard we talking about.
Yeah, a player like this ain't on the market that often. You know
But
what I'm
is
saying?
Pat Riley going to be stingy with his assets?
What
Yeah.
assets? Like,
I mean,
from what it sounds like, Portland saying they ain't got enough.
I'm not gonna lie, asking for 4 first-round picks, and Dame is how old right now? Dame has got to be in. I know he's in his 30s.
32
Like
or
31,
33.
32. He older than me for sure.
I mean, like, just yesterday, the Portland Trailblazers, they said they'll wait like months to trade Dame if they have to, just depending on what offers they get. And like, I was like,
Yeah, but do you want to see that? And that's another thing where I'm like, that's the incompetency I'm talking about with that front office. Like, you really want to go into the season with your young guys like that? That's held over their head the whole time, and they
Yeah.
can't really focus up and go in like they want to freely.
I kind of wonder how that makes Scoot feel that Dame requested a trade.
He said it is what it is.
I mean, Scoot probably. I don't think he really expected to play alongside Dame. Even when they interviewed him right after the draft, he didn't say spit about like, "Oh yeah, I'm excited to be under a player like Dame." He didn't say none of that. So I think he probably kind of had an idea like, yeah, let me watch my words because this nigga might not even, you know what I'm saying, play with us.
Yeah, he said he wanted to play with him, but he was like, I mean, it is what it is. He can't control what the man want to do, so he gonna go out there and rock out.
I mean,
So-
that's what Scoot should want though. Like you should want, you know what I'm saying? You trying to get that first max extension type, so you should want to get all the run you can get on your own right now. That's what he should be looking for.
And he looked nice. I don't really care much about like summer league when it comes to like transitioning to the NBA, but he looked nice out there for a little bit that he did play. So
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, he
care.
he got shut down after the
When
first game.
Wemby was trash the other day, and I didn't even jump on him because like
I
summer
would
league,
feel like, yeah.
summer league is even less irrelevant than preseason to me. Like it's that bad.
Anthony Bennett was balling out in the summer league, so I mean, it's
Trey Young played
So,
like straight shit. in the
I want
summer
y'all
league.
to go down the list of the summer league MVPs, and that'll tell you all you need to know about how important summer league is.
Yeah.
Watch out, boy. Summer League MVP Lonzo was the GOAT.
Man, wait.
They had him and Kuzma
Game
beside each other,
He had
bro.
me believing, boy.
Then he had Kuzma like hooping like right beside him too. It was like,
Them young niggas was hooping. boy.
that's
Who was that? It was a summer league team. I forgot who it was that didn't lose for like 3-4 years or some shit like that. I forgot who it was. I don't remember if it was like Charlotte or Portland. It was somebody.
could have been one of them.
The
teams.
summer league, it's more so like you're not looking at the whole the whole thing is like a actual game. I more so look at it like, okay, how's their mind when looking at certain sets and stuff like that, and how are their
That's
mechanics
true.
when playing the game? You know what I'm saying? And like if this will translate to an actual NBA game, because it's still that speed is still
It's still kind of hard to
24-second clock.
decipher though.
yeah
24-second clock versus 35.
yeah, that type of stuff. So I saw like for the Lakers Summer League, I saw a few good things. But overall, I wasn't holding too much weight into it because I was like, y'all niggas look nice now, and then come October, nigga, it's gonna look real ugly.
Right. So now that that's out the way, now since there's been an update and there's actually been a trade request as constructed right now, what is like the realistic, pathway y'all see to, Dame getting to a contender that he wants to go to?
Shit.
With the 3-team deal.
There's gonna have to be a 3-team deal because Portland doesn't want Tyler Hero.
I mean, I don't blame him.
And also, there's teams that'll give up a first-round pick to get Tyler Hero. I've been seeing that.
No, I'm not saying like to say Hero's that bad. It's just, again, y'all got all them young guys in that backcourt already. So what's the point of getting him all mixed up with that? You already got Grant, who's gonna be taking shots away from them as it is. You feel me? So why, you know what I'm saying? Why add to that? On top of that, you basically gonna be doing the same split that you was already doing, and then it's gonna be Scoot's turn, and y'all gonna fail another star like y'all did the last 3 damn stars y'all had.
I don't know. We got to get that third team involved.
Y'all couldn't get one for Clyde. Couldn't get one for Roy. Couldn't get one for LA.
Hold on. You saying it like they didn't make a finals with Clyde? Like, come on now, nigga. Come on.
They did make it a time or two. They did make it a time or two.
They went to one. They should have went twice, but they only went to one final.
Oh, they didn't go. I could have sworn they went to 2.
Nah, man, Magic Johnson happened.
That's a good excuse.
Right, he did go to like 9 or like 11 seasons or some shit. You right.
Hey, come on now. You can't say they necessarily completely failed with Clyde. They did make a finals, my boy.
They went to the finals, yeah.
I mean, they got close with Dame.
I mean, Brandon Roy. When you said Brandon Roy, he got hurt though.
Yeah, but that's still y'all.
Yeah, Roy got hurt. You can't really count
y'all
him.
always had that issue.
But hold on. That's because of that medical office, nigga. That is.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But like, but how long it take for you to get rid of how many stars you need to get hurt before y'all realize these niggas?
Are we gonna count Aldridge?
Hell yeah, we counting Aldridge. Hell yeah.
So Drexler, Aldridge
really that guy.
They forget how nice Aldridge was.
Hey, that's why
Aldridge was nice, my nigga.
Because I don't know.
I don't know if he's that type of guy to lead you to a final.
I mean, LA is not Dame. Like, let's get that clear. But LA had a legit argument for best power forward in the league at one point.
He did.
Because as soon as Dame got on the Blazers, he took over that role, number 1, pretty much. Right as soon as he got on the team.
That's true. And then they broke the team up immediately.
He wanted to get traded.
That was another incompetent thing. Dame is probably the only superstar I can recall that the team attempted to do like 2-3 different blow-ups. Like, that's unheard of.
They traded Nick Batum for Noah Vonleh.
They got rid of his whole starting 5.
I know.
You only got to do that many blow-ups when you fuck
Batum.
Hey, I love Nick Batum.
Batum was nice. Batum was effing nice for sure.
No, I just love that lyric. That shit has me crying every time.
He was solid.
Batum in.
Yeah, don't look at 2023 Batum. You talking, you know what I'm saying, 2011, 2012.
Oh, no.
Was nice.
He was a plug and play guy. Like, you could put him on any team and he was going to be
for sure.
He's legit. All-star.
I just wonder because who else is considering Dame? I know that I heard Boston was considering him, but I just don't see him going.
I don't see that. I don't see that unless they come up off Jaylen Brown, which in that case I feel like.
But I feel like they're dedicated to Jaylen Brown. I feel like they would be dumb to
Think
even like
so?
it up. Yeah, I think they just recently signed him to like a max deal or something like that.
Yeah, they
I
gave
mean,
him an extension
but
recently.
we've seen that, and then
But
That would actually be a good trade.
I don't know if they let
Both
him
teams,
go.
I think.
yeah, I was gonna ask that. Like, would y'all like that, Jalen for Dame? Even though it probably won't happen, but
No,
I love it. I love it.
I don't know. Portland
like,
already
how
got too
much
many
different is that
guards.
from Jalen and Tatum, other than the fact that
Dame can actually
It's
handle the
Dame.
ball.
It's
Dame
Dame.
can handle the ball.
Hey.
Dame's that ball handler that Tatum desperately needs.
Yeah, I'm a big Jaylen Brown guy. I had been saying that he was going to be better than Ben Simmons off rip. But bro,
Well, that ends up not saying a lot, though.
Simmons be catching slender.
no, at the time, that was
you
a hot
right.
take.
You right.
At the
though.
time, that was for sure a
At
hot
the
take.
time, everybody
Yeah.
was saying, "Oh, Ben Simmons the next LeBron James." I was like,
Yeah.
he's not gonna be better.
I
Than
think what it is, Ragu. He said this on the show before too. He was never that high on Simmons like that. I think that's why he probably.
Me either. Me either. He got drafted. You know my position. He got drafted way too high. That's why.
That's what I'm saying. I remember you saying that, so that's probably why.
Yeah.
To you, that wasn't no hot take, but yeah, to the media guys,
Oh yeah, he was consensus number one. I remember.
yeah,
that.
it wasn't even a question. It wasn't even a little bit of a question.
About that.
It was like consensus one, Ben Simmons. Then two, it was either between Jaylen Brown and Brandon Ingram. Then after that,
So yeah,
Wow. Look at that.
number one was locked at Ben Simmons.
That shows you how
that just
wrong
shows
the
you quit
folks are.
listening to the media on that bullshit. Would they be thinking
Yeah.
they always know what the hell they talking about like that?
Just believe your eyes.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened to my boy. That left hand, bro. You gotta, bro. You should be having your right hand tied behind your back, just dribbling.
Can I ask y'all something off topic real quick? Why was Fultz, and I remember seeing Fultz in person that year, that 1 year he was at Washington. What was it that nigga was so damn consensus at number one lock like that to where it wasn't a conversation?
I
remember that too.
I've been saying that for years, my nigga.
I mean, he got hurt. That's what really messed Fultz up. He like something happened with a nerve.
What I'm
in his
saying
shoulder.
is, even when I saw him, because he played against my cousin at SC at the time, so at the time I remember seeing him, and I didn't understand, like, why is he just so up there above everybody else I've been watching this year in college?
So how many games did you see Fultz play?
Like, with my own eyes?
With your own eyes, how many games did you see Fultz play?
I ain't gonna lie, probably like maybe 2.
Okay,
I seen one in person, and then I probably watched like some highlights here and there on him.
He was solid, but like number one though, like
I don't remember nobody else having no number one argument.
Like, and it was weird because, like, I'm gonna say the same. Like, I probably watched maybe like 5 of his games at Washington, and that was because Washington was also like 9-24, and they in the in California, or they in the Pacific.
Yeah,
time.
they was trash.
They weren't getting no TV time, but like from what I saw, he was solid. But like number one pick, I don't know.
The ironic thing about that was he was getting Dame comparisons in the draft. I remember that. They said he was gonna be like a Dame type player.
I was hearing Wade.
I mean, he's still a solid player though, but
it's more.
No, folks is solid. I'm just saying, like the narrative at the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it'd be crazy when you look back. Like, damn, like. But I'm thinking. I know y'all probably watch college more than I ever did, so that's why I'm like trying to see like what maybe I was missing.
It's not many niggas who average 20 plus in college. That's the whole deal about it. Like, even with that garbage ass game. John, how many niggas you know averaging 20?
It depends, bro.
Not a lot.
Like where you play it, because a lot of like small schools, you can find like a good 25 points.
Yeah, I'm talking about them. I'm talking about major D1 schools, the Power 5 conference, the Pac-12.
You probably find a good little bit. I ain't gonna
you gonna find like maybe 5 to 10 guys who are
bit.
truly out there giving niggas 20 to 25 a game. Night
in college, that's true. That's because first of all, it ain't enough time, and it's a different game, a bunch of passing and all that stuff. But it's not going to be many guys that score 20.
Yeah, because I remember coaches got more power at that point, so they can sit your butt down if you do it.
Averaging 20 in college is a big deal.
But I still think it's a good little bit of guys who put up 20 plus.
You know, a college guy over 15 is considered, let's draft this kid.
I'll give y'all a narrative to see if y'all remember this. It was kind of controversial taking Tatum over Josh Jackson at the time.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Everybody thought Josh Jackson was gonna go like number 2.
Yeah,
I was a Josh Jackson believer, bro. I can't even hold
and
you.
to be honest, if the
I
Lakers,
was too, bro. I love Josh.
I think
Jackson
if any
coming
other
out.
team had that number 2 pick, it wouldn't have been Lonzo. I think it just
Yeah.
made sense because of the connection there, but I don't think Zoe goes number 2 if the Lakers don't have that pick.
At the time, I thought the Suns got away with highway robbery, getting him at 4.
All right, so let's look at this. Last year, there was you had Drew Timmy at Gonzaga, who averaged 21.2.
He went on.
Hey, he on you, Jay Will. He like, nigga, I'm about to prove
I'm
me.
glad you put it up.
Hold on, Trace
We'll go through.
hold on. Trace Jackson Davis at Indiana, who averaged 20.9. Chris Murray at Iowa, who averaged 20.2.
That's 3.
Jalen Wilson, who averaged 20.1.
It's 4.
That's for 2022. All of D1. That's like,
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of.
It's not gonna be a lot.
bro, the rest are at small schools. Detroit Mercy, Penn.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, if we come from a hole, then yeah, you'll find a couple.
That's what I'm saying. If you had if you in a major conference averaging 20 to 25 points a game, it's a big deal. So like
He win 9 games.
To me,
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
bro. Yes,
Yeah.
like he wasn't consensus number 1, but
Your
had
team just tried.
Yeah, like it's hard in that. Like you said, the coach got power out there, so it's hard to overcome what the coach want to do. You can't just unless the coach just say, "Fuck it, put the whole team on your back and go out there and get me 50."
Yeah, ain't no college coach doing
And
that.
that don't happen in college like that.
You know what's crazy? I think Thibault was on that same team, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be wrong about that. But I'm pretty sure he was on that same Washington team. So I don't know how he did so bad, honestly.
Hey, talking about Thibault, I was surprised we matched his contract.
I was.
Yeah, that was another
Also-
kind of iffy move I was thinking with Portland. Like, I mean, I get you want some guys that defend.
Man, y'all niggas need to be losing games. That's what the fuck
It's kind of
going on.
because I was like, okay,
I'm not going to agree with that part.
That I was thinking,
When you come out the
gate
gate as a young player losing like that, you can end up picking loser habits, and you know what I'm saying. That can help with you.
I
I
get
don't
what
agree
you
with
saying,
that.
nigga. I get what you hollering about, but you need that draft pick, okay? Okay, you see what OKC doing? They stocking up them draft picks. They could.
Man, how long they been stocking up these picks?
Hold on, pause. nigga.
Ever.
Hold on. You see, they could have bought Chet Holmgren back and tried to make a late season push. What them niggas said? Nah, we're gonna hold off on that shit. Just wait. They got 15 picks.
But you know what the difference is though?
Let me finish. Hold on, let me finish. That motherfucker done stacked up 15 picks. He waiting for his chance to find his superstar that's out there, and he gonna make a trade.
Use all that spin.
Exactly. He gonna make that trade.
I was just talking to one of the homies about that last night. Like, imagine you just plug KD back on OKC right now.
That's a scary.
Honestly, I think that was their goal, like to get picks, like trade up for a superstar. But I don't know if they thought they were going to draft just so well in these like past couple of years, to where it's like, oh, you got the Jalen brothers or whatever, not brothers, but same names, whatever. You got Chet coming in. They built a kind of a solid team just off of draft picks alone.
I don't think they expected Shy to be that good neither.
And they completely won that trade.
And that's what I was saying too. That's what I was going to say, Isaiah. Like, OKC ain't out there on no like, man, we trying to out here play for draft picks type shit. Them niggas is out there trying to bust niggas. They don't care who they playing. You see what they did? You see what they did to us that night? Bron did the Kareem spit. Them niggas ain't playing.
I definitely agree with that. It's more so that they was like, all right, we still not quite ready yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Last year, even though they could have tried to bring Chet back and push for a playoff spot, they was like, nah, we still not ready yet. So let's start.
Sometimes that can F up your rhythm too.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think there was a reason to rush Chet back anyways. What if he re-injures himself?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was like, you know what? We're gonna watch this season again. We got them 15 picks. If the right star that can fit into our picture comes available, we got picks ready to go ahead, offload, and bring him in.
I think that's what they did. I think they were trying to get a star.
Exactly. So it was like, you know what? We gonna watch this season again. We got them 15 picks. If the right star that can fit into our picture comes available, we got picks ready to go ahead, offload and bring him in. because they got 3 young players that are real promising in Holmgren, Giddy, and SGA right now. That I feel like next year them guys is gonna be pushing for a top 6 seed in the East for real.
I wonder how good
West, excuse me,
West.
in the West. My bad. In the West.
Tanner, another thing I'll say since you brought him up, I thought that was a beautiful, beautiful signing when Dallas tried to go after him, because that's like the exact type of player I was saying that they needed to go after.
Yeah, that would have been a perfect fit.
That was a big blow, but I was like, I respected for Cuban for even trying that though, because that's the exact kind of player that they need.
They got Grant Williams, I think, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they did. That was a real good
Sign and trade. Shit, them trying to get. I mean, Portland, they want to lose Steibel for just nothing.
I would have let him go though, honestly. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand the concept of y'all just re-signing him. I guess maybe y'all see something in him that we don't. But I mean,
it was actually a decent deal though. 3 years, 33 mil.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad deal. It's just it like JC said, the plan just I don't know what the plan is right now. That's all I'll say.
because like right now it's looking like they kind of want to like start winning now, which obviously they don't really have like the pieces for. But I don't know, like it's just kind of confusing to see like what direction they're going into right now.
Really, I think it should just be rebuild mode around the young players.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So that's what I more so meant by losing games, in the sense of like I feel like you need at least one more promising player, at least a promising wing player around.
There's some good wings in this next year's draft. I know that.
Yeah.
I haven't even peeped at it yet.
I haven't looked at it yet either, since we just really the draft didn't just get done, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think there's like one guy who's like the pretentious number 1 pick right now. I forgot his name. I can't pronounce it. He's from like overseas. And then if LeBron's son,
you talking about that? You talking about Cooper Flag or whatever his name is?
Now Cooper Flag is until like he's way later. He's only 16 right now.
I can't remember. And then I don't think LeBron's trying to go his freshman year, because I don't know if he's like right now. It looks like he's probably gonna need like a good 2 or 3 years in college before he makes that decision. Just like,
you think wherever his son go, LeBron
You're
going?
talking about Montas Buzelis.
yeah, the little Montez guy.
Yeah, he's like 6'10", real lanky. Yeah.
I think he's from like France, if I'm not. Could be wrong. France, Belgium, something like that. I don't know.
All right, y'all, don't laugh me off the podcast for the next trade rumor. So we got James Harden as well.
Don't nobody give a shit. Yo, he playing with G League Unite.
Where's he rumored to go?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go look at Montas and see how he looking in G League, because he playing in G League Unite this year. Ignite this year. Yeah.
Oh snap!
Shit, they got Dink. I think they got Dink Pate too.
But Isaiah, if Harden's situation, I feel like correlates with Dame's situation, because there's certain teams that's on some like, well, if we can't get Dame, we're just gonna get this over with, and then it would take him out the conversation for Dame, or they might just hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like Harden probably would have got traded already if it wasn't for that switch. That just put everything on halt, because everybody's like, oh damn, we can get an actual good point guard now.
I guess. I guess. You know how I feel about Harden, man.
But it's just crazy to see the dynamic of the league basically saying how far apart they feel Dame and Harden is, because Harden was like the guy on the premier market at first. Soon as Dame says something and raise his hand, everybody's like, oh, hold on a second. We need to see what's going on with this guy over here.
I think it's just been because it's been so long that Dame like has even been up for on the market, because like even when his free agency was coming up, Portland wouldn't re-sign him like that. So it was really never a point on time when Dame was on the market.
And then plus Dame has more years on his contract as well, right?
Exactly. Yeah. With James, he's a tad bit older, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's not too much older, but he is a little older.
Yeah, see, James is 33 going on 34. Dame is 32 going on 33. Like
I'm surprised they're even that close in age, though.
Yeah, it's just
considering
Dame
like
play-
the gap
Dame
of when they
played-
came in the league.
Dame played a full 4 years in college though.
Yeah,
Got you.
Weber State.
Got you. So they are around the same era. It's just Dame actually duked it out a little longer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think they like 3 years apart in drafts.
Yeah, 2012 was Dame.
Yeah, because I think you're right. I think Harden was like
2009, he was in the Curry class.
okay, yeah, oh yeah, you're right about that. Yeah,
So nobody cares about Harden. Got you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I seen reports today that he might not even get traded.
I've seen those too, but it seems like he don't.
What do y'all think about it? Should he be traded? Should Philly just try to do it without him, or go get some other little somebody not on his level, but a little.
I would keep Harden for as long as they could, because it's just they have a decent team now to win something. Like if you bring Harden back, Embiid and Harden is still a good duo. You know what I mean? So like it's really just depends on if they can stay healthy, and I think they can definitely be a contender in the East.
Especially
I'm not going
Embiid.
to say that they can win it all, but
Yeah,
it will still be a solid team over there.
I think Embiid is more of the. I mean, Harden been hurt too quite a bit the last couple of years, but Embiid is the main one to where it's like, nigga, like as far as your health, bro, like it's like we holding our breath every single day he's on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Or every time we hear he's
Yeah,
out.
he's had that literally his whole career.
Like when you get closer to the postseason,
He started off hurt. Didn't he miss like his first year or two?
2
he
years.
missed his first 2 years. Yeah, he missed his first 2 years.
Then he got hurt his rookie season.
Yep. He
Not to
sure
mention
did.
he
He
just
sure the
got,
hell did.
30
That's why he didn't get rookie of the year. You absolutely right. I forgot about that. I
he's
think that was when what's his name? Brogdon got it, right?
because he's
Yeah.
a fraud. I keep telling you that your boy's a fraud.
I might want to hear that spit, nigga.
Keep telling you it's a fucking fraud.
I think 76.
I'm still holding on. I ain't letting go yet.
See, it's crazy, bro. You sound just like the James Harden fans.
All right.
Well, I'm still.
Nah, Harden niggas been done with Harden, what 5-6 years ago?
When he got that shot blocked by Ginobili.
What is that?
Yeah, that niggas was done after that. After that, niggas was like, oh yeah, nigga, it's a wrap.
But you're not done after this nigga got clamped by an 80-year-old Al Horford. Okay.
Horford got dick clamps. Know what you mean? He clamped everybody that got in front of him.
Glad that's your MVP and not mine.
That's my MVP too. God damn it.
Show some shame. Show some
Where would y'all grade Dallas on being able to keep Kyrie?
Oh, that was A+, man. I did not.
That's good for them. I'm not gonna lie, as long as he don't cause no problems.
Now it's can you fill out the rest of the roster with some actual 3-and-D players?
Yeah.
They almost had one in Thibault. They got one in Grant Williams. That was decent.
That was another good pickup. That was a really good pickup.
They still need another.
I don't see how it's gonna work.
You don't see how it's gonna work?
I do not.
I see it working better.
What is your reason? Can you expound?
Luka.
Kyrie and Luka both need the ball in their hands to.
Exactly.
I wouldn't say Kyrie
Exactly.
needs the ball. In his
Yeah.
hand. I wouldn't
And
say
he can't
Kyrie
keep
needs
going up
the
and
ball.
down
In
the
his hand.
floor without.
We
having the
seen
ball.
that in 2016.
Yeah, I was about
Kyrie
to
doesn't need the ball in his hand.
I just don't see it. The dude is too
Now,
ball dominant.
granted, Luka is not LeBron. Granted that. But LeBron is also arguably the most ball dominant player in NBA history. Like everything has ran through him since the day he stepped in the league, and low key still to this day at 20 some years in the league now. So if Kyrie can play with that successfully and was arguably the best version of himself at that time, with the right personnel, Kyrie definitely I don't see as a player who like I absolutely need it. Now Luka, I feel like as Ragu was saying, I think he's gonna have more of the struggle of adapting to that because he's so used to me. Literally every single thing is me. Like I touch no matter what.
So JC, I got a question. Who do you think the main ball handler is going to be over there, Luka or Kyrie?
Obviously Luka.
Yeah.
I would obviously say Luka, but I just think he it's gonna be a mental thing with him of understanding who you have on your team and not trying to completely take him out. Not knowingly, but you know what I mean? Like I don't even think it's something that can be taught. I think it's just something he's gonna have to catch a natch for at some point.
Yeah.
And I think something that could have helped that, like I said, is possibly getting some 3-and-D, actual 3-and-D guys, not like what Isaiah was saying, 3 or D, but some actual 3-and-D guys to help with that spacing that that they have over there.
I said 3-and-D, nigga. I said them last few years they had 3 or D guys.
No, that's what I said. You said that they had 3 or D.
Yeah, actual nigga. I can hit a 3 and then go play defense. Them past few years,
Dorian Finney-Smith is a prime example of that shit.
You know what I think effed them up? I think Christian Wood didn't live up to what they thought, and not like he needed to be this big star, but at bare minimum, bro, you should.
I don't know. He played
like
good, though.
rim protecting anchor type of guy for them, and he wasn't that. He could have like Tyson Chandler level. You know what I mean?
That's that Portland side talking, Tanner. That nigga did not play good at all. That nigga was some mid.
Yeah,
you do be having low expectations for guys because of what y'all be.
I mean, what do you expect out of Christian Wood, bro? Like, what do you expect?
Protect the rim, play some defense. That's asking for too much to use your size and be a defensive anchor for your team when you already got 2 superstars there. That's asking for too much.
I mean, he was never the best rim protector in Houston, though. That's the thing. Like, you got to think of it like that.
He fooled us with what he did. Houston was when he got paid. We talking about Detroit, how he was playing before he got paid. That's the Christian Wood we looking for right there.
He still wasn't the best rim protector then neither.
He was a lot better than what he was doing, and he's been like unplayable sometimes. Like he wasn't that level.
Yeah, he wasn't unplayable, but it's not like you could expect him to be like Jesus Christ when it comes to protecting the rim.
Tyson Chandler is asking for Jesus Christ.
Hold on now. Tyson Chandler was a defensive player of the year now.
Tyson Chandler was way better.
Hold on now, nigga. Now you asking for a little bit much, my boy.
Yeah, you were asking. Tyson Chandler was what?
Tyson Chandler, my nigga.
Man, that's crazy. You signed a big contract like that, and I can't get Tyson Chandler. That's crazy as hell. That's crazy as hell.
But you gotta look. Tyson Chandler was a defensive anchor for like a lot of the teams he played for.
Can I get David West with 4-5 more inches though? Is that too much?
I mean, that's basically what he was, nigga. Like David West. David West was not that great.
David West was definitely a lot tougher than
David West was some bro.
He was tougher than Woods for sure.
He had the benefit of playing with fucking Chris Paul.
They're literally the same player.
Not even just that. So he didn't go to Indiana and play good defense. They didn't have a great defensive system they had over there.
Yeah, because they had Roy.
He was plugged in that.
Hold on, like you said, great defensive system, my nigga. He was not a great defender.
I feel like if you can adapt to a system like that, you a good defender.
Man, niggas getting hit. Nigga, it's just like how
come on. All right, bro. You going too far now. You going way too far. And now he was getting hit.
Niggas getting hit.
You can't get hit down there, Isaiah. You just can't.
I mean, when you got Roy Hibbert standing in the paint, you could get hit.
Thank you.
Tanner, don't please don't make me go in.
Roy Hibbert. There's
I did not plan on getting on this podcast today and having to slander Roy Hibbert. Like, please don't.
Yeah, please I didn't have that name on the bingo card either. Roy Hibbert. Wow, what a name.
That's but he was.
You talking about the nigga who got 0 rebounds in a playoff game?
He was a defensive.
Come on, bro.
He's 7 foot tall.
Stop playing.
He was a defensive anchor for them Pacers teams, though.
When he wanted to.
He was just nothing like.
I don't think you can call it that. He was the defensive guy, but anchor.
He was big in a great defensive system. Isaiah talking about getting hit. That's getting hit.
Niggas can't get hit down there, right? Niggas can't get hit down there, right? Yeah. Stop fucking around with me. Nigga.
I'm saying if you gonna say something is hit, nigga, that's hit.
doing all this Roy Hibbert slander to boost up David West.
They were supposed to. They put his 7'2", ass right at the rim, said, hold your hands up straight, and that's exactly what the fuck he did. Shit.
So why Christian Wood can't do that?
Because Christian Wood ain't 7'3".
I mean, what, 2-3 inches under that nigga?
He touching 7 foot, I thought.
He like 6'11", ain't he?
6'10", 6'11".
Look at here, nigga. When you drive into the rim, trust me, it's a whole big difference between 6'11" and 7'3". It don't seem like it.
That is true. That is true.
And Roy Hibbert probably had like a 7'6" wingspan at that.
That nigga had at least a 9'9", 4.5" standing reach, nigga. that shit is different. I'll never forget my first AAU tournament seeing a nigga who was 6'11" in the fucking 8th grade. You know how fucking pissed off I was? Nigga, Jonathan know what the fuck I'm talking about. Them big ass kids out there, them grown ass men out there. Should I say shit? That shit is different.
How y'all feel about and Tanner, you stay defending bums, by the way. But
that's ironic. That's very ironic.
You used to all them mediocre role players Portland sign all the time, so you be defending them guys even when they ain't on your team.
You were just defending David West. What the fuck's the difference?
David West was nice, nigga. What you mean?
David West was
nice, nigga.
Like,
David West got a couple all-stars, nigga. What y'all talking about?
And, you know, he got his little touches or whatever. He wasn't just all this now.
JC talking like he's the
acting like I
biggest
said David West was right
best.
behind Tim Duncan or something in 2008. I ain't say all that, nigga. David West was solid.
Hold on, pause. So let's do this. How many all-stars did David West have?
One.
Yeah, probably one or two.
Two. How many all-stars does Roy Hibbert have?
Man, we not doing this. We is not doing this, bro.
Roy Hibbert.
He is not doing that nigga got a default all-star game.
Stop.
That nigga got default all-star. Nigga, Indiana was number one in the league. Nigga.
I ain't trying to hear that. Let's guess which one of them has an all-defensive team.
Roy Hibbert.
Roy.
Thank you.
Because he was like top 5 in blocks.
Not trying to hear that.
Of course they gonna throw him in there. You like top 5 in blocks at 7, 6, 12, nigga.
Hey, that sounds like a person.
He said 6'12".
The hell?
That's
wow. That's a fun fact. Fun fact, as they say.
Man, nah, he can't get me with that. Now I distinctly remember that time, and I know probably a couple other of y'all do too. But I distinctly remember that time. Now I was a effing default. You was getting all them blocks because of your height. And then you made the All-Star game because y'all niggas was winning 60 games this week. That's the only reason why.
And you saying he wasn't come on, man. He had to be a part of that 60 games. Come on.
Thank you.
See, JC just like
I'm saying he was.
JC is the biggest hater in here.
I'm saying that was Frank Vogel's system.
That's true, bro.
Because what happened? He left Indiana. David West was good outside of Indiana. Hibbert was
He picks and chooses who he hate on too.
That nigga
he was trash in Golden State.
That nigga got
Golden State. Are you
kidding?
Golden State though. You talking about Golden State? Are you being genuine right now?
Come on. I mean, you said once he left Indiana.
I said once Hibbert left Indiana, he was trash. Like anything outside of Indiana, Hibbert was trash. West was good without Indiana.
Get the fuck out of here. Because he had Chris fucking Paul in New Orleans.
He was still good on multiple teams.
He was getting force-fed on pick and rolls. Get the fuck out of here.
Nigga, so was Pat O'Loon, nigga, and y'all call him a Hall of Famer, greatest all time.
Who does that?
Whoa. Time out. Who is y'all?
Who's y'all?
Oh,
thank
you.
JC just felt like JC woke up and felt like slandering alone.
Chris Paul had DeAndre Jordan making all-star teams. Let's be for real. And you gonna sit up here and tell me about some fucking David West? Get the fuck out of here.
He had DeAndre Jordan out here looking like next coming to Hakeem or something.
Like he, man, come on now. David West was so good in Golden State, averaging 5.8.
Bro, why are y'all talking about Golden State, my nigga?
Nigga, because that's when he left.
That's like bringing up Vince Carter in Atlanta. Like, stop playing with me.
Nigga, you stop playing with me, nigga. What you gonna say? Oh, he's a multi-time champion.
He said
now?
Vince Carter in Atlanta.
Get
That's
the fuck out of here.
That's basically what y'all doing right now. Like that's not being sincere.
You not being sincere.
That's not good
You
faith.
trying to
Nigga.
juice up, bro. You trying to juice up David West like he was some
He was solid, nigga. You act like I said he was the effing greatest all time, effing top 2 power forward in the league at the time. That ain't what I said.
nigga was some mid, bro. He was decent. He was high grade mid. I'll give you that.
I agree, man. JC up here thinking he Tim Duncan.
I never say he was anywhere near the same class as that.
If I had to put it on like the weed scale, bro, he gonna get you high for like a good 15, 20 minutes. And then you like, damn, I got a little bit of a headache.
This nigga disrespectful.
You feel me? Come on now. Let's be for real.
I mean, I think you're being generous, Isaiah. I say about a good 5-10 minutes.
Nigga, I will say this. All right, since y'all want to go there, I will say this. David West was one of the best post players in the league at the time for sure. He actually had go-to moves.
What's up with all of the
unlike other centers, y'all be gassing like the White.
Nigga, you up here, you talking about niggas hyping up mid, bro. You sitting up here hyping up super mid. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about
Yeah, he was mid. Let's all agree that David West was mid.
He was solid.
He was high grade mid.
He was high grade.
I'm not gonna put mid on it. I'm gonna say solid.
I'm putting mid on that shit.
Hey, he had some years of high grade.
JC's stubborn.
Mid.
He's not going to admit it. JC's not going to admit he's mid.
Hey, F you, right?
JC's stubborn as hell. He's not.
And we going on too long about he's too mid for us to be talking about him for this month.
Thank you for like 5-10 minutes. What the fuck are we talking about?
Dude, West.
That's because y'all tried to get too disrespectful. Y'all start bringing up Roy.
Martin to David West. I don't know what happened. I don't even know how we got to this.
Change my background for this nigga. It's just
I just all right. Well, let's just say I missed y'all. It's been a couple of weeks. You feel me? We needed something. We had to make the content pop.
Niggas trying to prolong the episode and shit. See what
They
this
hyping mid.
That's so disrespectful.
They in here hyping mid again, bro.
I'm gonna end it like this. David West was a better post player than Dwight Howard. And I'm gonna end it like that.
Did he score more points than Dwight Howard? I don't give a fuck about having a go-to move, nigga. The fuck does that mean? Give a fuck about that shit. Was he putting the ball in the fucking bucket?
And you talking about a guy that was just using his athleticism and you feel me, all the high jumping and all that.
Like Ragu said, bro, we spending way too long talking about this nigga, bro.
You the one want to change your background.
The Dwight Howard comparisons. Oh my god! We really gonna do some Dwight Howard
like
comparison?
the background say.
JC, you wild for that one. You said Dwight Howard and David West.
Yeah, come on, JC, stop, just stop. You.
Thank you, bro. Like, come on.
Hey, yeah, it's time to cut bait on that one, man. Just you must have saw some. I know what it is. You saw some great games played by David West.
What he saw was that 08-09 series where David West was playing pretty decent. And now all of a sudden this nigga's solid. Man, get the fuck out.
No, what I remember is that was the only damn piece of help that Chris Paul had them first 4-5 years when he was really top of his game. That's what I remember. That's all the nigga has. So you know what I'm saying? Look like that.
That's not even real
Chris
help.
Paul
That's your second best player. That's not real help.
Thank you.
He was decent. Don't get me wrong, but yeah,
This nigga.
At this rate, y'all might as well just start talking about Elton Brand at this point, because like y'all just
exactly, bro. Thank
Johnson
you.
over here talking about.
Thank you.
I feel like Brand is a little like more, shit.
Elton
That's
Brand
what I'm
was
talking
the
about.
only piece of shit worth the damn on those.
I don't know. Elton Brand, Leonardo Barbosa, DJ Augustine. Like, I don't know if the names y'all ringing up right now, man. I don't know.
Oh no,
Hey, what's wrong? What's wrong with giving some of these guys they flowers though? We always talk about the superstars. Why they can't
They
get
was
shine
like
one
5
time?
years ago. They've been out the league.
Yeah,
It's
next
too late to give any flowers, man.
yeah, next you're gonna tell me that fucking Jameer Nelson was a premier point guard. That's
Nah. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I'll get on that nigga. I'll get on that nigga neck too. I was mad when they benched Skip Malu and Gilbert for that nigga.
Yeah, Gilbert was wild.
He went to All-Star game. I know. I remember.
Not going up in there.
So we counting All-Star games and shit.
That was when the All-Star game was like.
Oh, man.
Nowadays, anybody can get in it. So
yeah, this shit here that they're doing is
still
different.
Yeah, Zaza
was Maxey was 2020, right? Or am I tripping? Was Tyrese Maxey 20? Was that 2020 draft?
Tyrese Maxey?
It was the 2020 extensions. I know Ball.
What's wrong?
And I'm missing one.
Fox
over there.
Fox was in the Lonzo draft.
No, not.
Oh, you're talking about LaMelo.
Yeah, Melo Ball.
Wiseman.
I don't think that was a good draft class in general. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I have to do. Let me look at it real quick.
Maxey was 2021.
Maxey was 2021. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm missing one, but we'll talk about the first two for now. So, what y'all think about
my bad. He was 2020. My bad.
It was 20. Okay, so those are the three. So, give me y'all thoughts on the. Let's go LaMelo Ball first. I mean, that was pretty obvious, right? Like, we should have got everything.
He should have went higher.
Well, I think that was the Supermax, wasn't it, or the most he can get?
Oh no! Oh, I thought you were talking about draft.
No. I'm talking about the extension he got. Now, here's my question. And Ragu gonna hate this conversation, but we gotta chill on these. I get, F that spit, young nigga get paid. But when we looking into perspective,
damn, that draft was ass.
I'm looking at it right now.
I said that on Facebook, Isaiah, and I got killed. But we'll talk about that later. Halliburton and Halliburton getting the same bread as LaMelo Ball right now.
Yeah.
God damn, that draft was ass. Holy shit.
I don't know how much is Halliburton getting paid, because I know he recently signed
$260.
Oof.
Oh, okay. That was the other one I was thinking about. Desmond Bane with the 205. Yeah. That was the other one. So those are the Desmond Bane and Halliburton getting the same, getting close to that ballpark of LaMelo. What's y'all thoughts on that?
I think it's more.
Wait. I even had to fucking double take the Vincent contract, bro. I mean, let's be honest. And I don't like to talk about their money like that, but
that's why I said you gonna hate this conversation. But we had to have
sometimes you gotta overpay. I think in our case, they wanted Vincent or whatever, and they overpaid for him a little bit, bro. I mean, come on, man.
I mean, to be honest, Memphis ain't really a big city like that, so you're gonna have to pay more to keep players.
Exactly.
And not to mention,
I understand that for Indiana, as far as them maybe needing Tyrese that bad, but you don't need Desmond Bane that effing bad, bro. You're not gonna be able to trade this man.
Could they afford to lose a player like him though? At the same time,
I'm not gonna lie,
they already don't have shooters as it is. So you don't pay Desmond Bane. He out of here. Who you got to shoot the ball besides who? Luke Kennard. I mean, you got no other shooters.
Luke Kennard.
It's they only real deal shooter.
I talk a lot of shit about Desmond Bane this past postseason, but for the year he did average 21.5, 5 rebounds, 4 assists on 48% from the field.
That's $200 million these days.
Hold on, nigga, and 40% from 3. So 41% from 3. So
he's in a different time.
He's consistently gotten better each and every year in and year out. He went from 9.2 to 18.2 to 21.5. And each year his percentages have increased, especially at the 3-point range. So, I mean, like they said, he's in Memphis, so he's in a much smaller market. It's harder for them to get superstar players. So, Ja's your superstar, and that's your kind of second running mate. And on top of that, if I'm not mistaken, he made an all defensive team.
I'd say it's an argument out of him and Triple J.
Jaren Jackson is more mid than that nigga. I don't know about that fucking defensive player.
Yeah, they ain't get that nigga 200 either.
Yeah, he didn't deserve that shit.
But I just think at the end of the day, it just depends on like your role on the team because like this is Desmond Bane like as a player looks like he's worth like 200 million. Probably not.
Absolutely not.
But at the end of the day, I feel like he is a vital piece for the Grizzlies to have, which is why they paid him. It's just that some guys, it's not more so about how good they are. It's just about how well they.
How much your team needs you.
Yeah. So like a person like LaMelo Ball, like the Hornets got nothing really going with them right now. Like why not? You know, and just hope for the best.
I mean, that's a potential franchise guy though.
Yeah, I'm not that high on LaMelo Ball. Like when it comes to just like the future. But
that Halliburton and that nigga averaged 20 and 10 on 49 and 40% from the fucking field and 3, nigga. He almost averaged 50-40.
How much he making again? 260.
They both got 260.
He deserved that 260, nigga.
Yeah, Halliburton. I think
that's
Halliburton has a better case than Desmond Bane. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Hey, JC would have gave David West that 260 though.
I thought we was off that 15.
Man, I don't know what the other major contracts looking like so far this year though.
I think Maxey didn't. I think Maxey didn't get extended. I think he's trying to figure something out with them. If I'm not mistaken,
he got his right.
76ers said he untouchable right now.
Maxey's untouchable?
That's what they said.
Or at least
they might be. Sometimes teams say that just to raise up their value so they can't.
Yeah, that's what Sean Marks is doing.
There ain't no way
Simmons.
they mean that. Because if you got a nigga like Dame on the table, like stop playing with me.
Yeah, that's true as well. Like,
yeah. Sometimes that's all they be doing.
Hey.
So apparently, we thought Draymond might have been the one that was gone, but apparently, like they chose Dre over Poole. $100 million contract extension for the next 4 years with a player option on the last season. Which, if I'm not mistaken, that's the season he was saying he might retire after 15 years. Yeah, what's your thoughts? Poole to Washington. I think we discussed that already. He about to go over there and average 25 on 35 shots.
I think he'll just be trade value for like the next couple of years. Just get his stats.
Draymond?
They'll treat him, Jordan Poole. They'll treat him the exact same way as they did Porzingis. They're just gonna let him get his buckets and then get a good deal out of him. I think because he's Jordan Poole. They're not building no dynasty in the Wizards in the next couple of years. You know what I mean? So like the best bet for them to do right now is to just let Poole play however he wants to play, and then let him get some type of little name for himself, and then just trade him off like they did Kristaps Porzingis.
What y'all think about what do y'all think about the Warriors basically saying we're taking Draymond over Jordan Poole?
Stupid.
I mean, they chose Chris Paul over Jordan Poole too. That's what that means because they traded fucking Jordan Poole for Chris Paul, which is wild to me.
Like I said, I did talk a lot of shit about Jordan Poole. I don't think that he's that next guy to take over after Steph leaves. But at the same time,
how we go from baby Steph to trading you to Washington? Like, what?
I do
for Chris Paul.
I do honestly feel like the whole situation between him and Draymond did affect his play. Like,
absolutely.
Like that, bro. That shit was wild.
And the way that they've handled it, it makes me feel like maybe they kind of was on Draymond's side with the situation, or maybe not as sensitive as he wanted them to be toward him during that time. Because if you remember, it wasn't no suspension, no discipline, no nothing really at the time. And Draymond basically just said, "Nigga, move on."
Yeah.
I'm wondering
because I heard Jordan Poole likes to talk a lot of shit. So if he was talking that shit and Draymond just clocked him,
and that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think I ever tried to, but I never wanted to speculate what it might have been, and nobody said nothing about what it was specifically.
I'm wondering if there was just like something more in the background, like the team, like the players around him didn't really.
That's what I'm starting to think. Based on how they handled it, it's like, damn, like was they all looking at Draymond basically like?
I thought for sure Draymond was about to go, like you know what I mean, and apparently
that was how it looked. And then they extended him at the time, at that specific time, and maybe that was just to that was like, okay, well, we're sorry that happened to you, and then but we still want this guy over you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't understand it, bro. You got like a hell of a lot older with keeping Draymond and then trading Jordan Poole for fucking Chris Paul, and then I don't even see how the fuck that's gonna work like at all. Like that,
They're gonna have to run Steph.
I see the fit. I just don't.
Fuck out of here. There ain't no way you see that fucking fit, bro.
If you give Chris Paul his 20 something minutes a game, 20 25 minutes a game, to where he's not out there 40 minutes a game no more, coming off the bench. What bench player is guarding Chris Paul like that?
Bitch, I will run you into the ground for $40 million.
Man, Chris Paul is. Come on, man. It's over.
Thank you.
It's over for him.
JC, what's up with you, bro? You're hyping up all
He's
now.
very guardable at this point. He's extremely guardable at this point. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Ragu, that's blasphemy. That's blasphemy. You said he's extremely guardable?
Are you kidding me?
Come on, bro. Then he gonna get hurt.
Y'all niggas is crazy.
JC, you talk about me hyping
You
up, man.
crazy.
What's going on with you, bro?
On the 05 Chris Paul. It is 2023, nigga.
Right.
Even in 2023, he's still solid. He just always hurt.
Exactly. And what's the best ability? Say it with me. Availability.
He's not playing 40 minutes a game no more.
Yeah, okay. That nigga can't even play 15. Get the fuck out of here. He making 40.
Damn.
He's a cone on defense now.
A big cone.
That part
I'm busy.
True. That part's true.
Exactly. So what else?
But you don't need your backup. You don't need your backup point guard to be no elite defensive stopper.
Okay, so what do you think he's gonna do? You think he's gonna score 15 to 20 off the bench?
I think he's gonna control the pace while Steph and him on the bench.
Get the fuck out, nigga. 40 mil to come off the bench.
Oh yeah, you said that last time.
Bro,
You said we paying niggas $40 million to come off the bench now.
Yeah, nigga sitting up here talking Desmond Bain over.
They trying to milk out this dynasty at this point. Like they trying to get
they holding on for dear life.
They ain't got,
especially because the way they got that new collective bargaining agreement structured. We probably not gonna see no more dynasties, to be real.
I'll be fine with that, honestly.
Unless someone just drafts one. That's
y'all against dynasties?
I mean, I'm not against it, but at the same time, I think it does make the league more competitive as a whole. Because, I think, what was that stretch of, 2015 to, 2018? Predicting the finals was not that hard. You know what I mean?
It was Cavs and Warriors.
That's different, though. Because you had a nigga go over there and just, you know what I'm saying, make it to where it was clear cut what it was going to be.
Exactly, in the middle of a dynasty. You know what I mean? So, it was, I feel like it helps out just, more teams. You have more teams in the mix nowadays, and it keeps the league a little bit more competitive. Even though I feel like this year alone, the league was probably as competitive as it's been since
a long time.
Yeah,
especially the playoffs.
That's what I be saying. Dynasties have always kind of ran the league. It's usually one of a few teams in the NBA. I think from 1985 to 2020 or something like that. It was probably 8-9 teams or something that won the championship. The same squads or something. It was something crazy like that.
Even those little Celtics dynasties back in the 1950s and 60s and all that, where they got all those rings.
Yep, it was just Celtics and Lakers.
Yep. Now they only got one ring since the last 40 years or something like that.
Oh,
yeah, that's about right.
You better be glad Dre ain't hear you talking about
that. He probably listen to this. I'll be fine with it.
He know that's the fact.
Hey, at least he got to see one. There's a lot of teams ain't seen Swit. They whole life.
I can't even hold none in my lifetime, so I can't even talk.
Oh yeah, we got one right here. Chicago fan, Portland fan. They ain't got to see one.
I seen a couple in football though. I'm all good on that.
He ain't talking about football, nigga.
Yeah, I saw one when I was 3.
He saw a couple in football, or he saw one in football.
Ass up. We ain't talking about football. Shut up.
It's all right. Baseball ain't much. Hey, baseball is just as bad for me too. The Pirates are worse than the Blazers.
Damn.
Oh yeah, the Pirates. Yeah, they ain't been good in a long time.
college baseball, college football, college basketball, fucking hockey. I have not seen one in the fucking NFL because these fuckers can't get it together.
Damn.
Man.
Don't look for it to happen this year either, bro. I'm just keeping it 1,000.
Might be surprised. You might be surprised.
No, I agree.
I hope. I would love to be surprised.
You and me both, but right now I ain't got no faith. After I got
It'd be the season in football. It'd be the season you least expected where your team turn up.
I say, who your team again in football?
You know who that nigga team is.
Vegas.
Go ahead and point to that little background screen right now.
Nigga, oh, shut up.
Go ahead and put that-
Get your ass up.
Man, hey Jay Will, I gotta send you the clips of these niggas last year with the 13 win predictions.
There you go. There you go with that shit.
Shut up, nigga. You was right. Hold on.
He missed the whole era.
Hold on, nigga. Because you was right up on that bitch. We going back to back.
Yeah, but hey, we got one on the podcast. We got one on the podcast though.
We going back to back.
I can take that. I got to celebrate one and then I miss one. I'll take it.
Give a fuck, nigga.
One and one, nigga.
13 wins in the AFC West, kind of crazy though.
That's what I was saying.
My brother in Christ, we are the first team. This is how incompetent that coaching staff is, bro. We had the league leader in reception touchdowns in Devontae Adams, the leading rusher in Josh Jacobs, on the same fucking team. We're the first team in NFL history to miss the playoffs by having both those two.
Sounds like the Raiders.
Sounds like the Chargers.
To be honest, I'm curious how many times that's even happened at all, though. That don't sound easy.
That sounds like something.
We won more Super Bowls than the Colts. I know that.
That nigga right had to give one.
Hey.
Yeah, I didn't like the sound like the Raiders. Have the Colts won this? Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got one. They got one. Slow your roll.
We got a few now. We got a few.
Oh yeah, Peyton Manning. Yeah. Peyton Manning.
We got a couple of old ones too, but I don't count those.
That's the NFL championship. That's not the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're right. But yeah,
hold on. Why do y'all? Let me ask this to football fans. I know we on basketball, but why do y'all distinct that so much with the NFL, with the championships and Super Bowl?
Different time zone. I mean,
we won the AFL championship. Then that means we got 5 rings. Then you want to start adding those rings.
But no, I was saying I don't count those
with the modern era, the Super Bowl era from Super Bowl 1 on. When was Super Bowl 1?
Like
1969, if I'm not mistaken.
What are we on like now? We're going like what? 50?
Yeah, that sounds fair. Even though as Laker fans, we do be counting the 50s too, but I mean that's fair.
No, but it
ain't like we need to. But
the NFL
first Super Bowl was 1967.
This nigga and his damn stats.
Yeah, so we can't go back to the when it was an AFL and an NFL.
I agree. I was going to say that. Like I don't count the little old.
Yeah, that's like going back to when it was NBA and ABA. Like, yeah, we're not finna do that shit.
We're not gonna do that.
The Baltimore
Super Bowls only.
Because I noticed y'all be shutting Packer fans down with that spit too.
Yeah, well, no, they got Super Bowls though.
They do, but I'm just saying, like when they try to bring them in too, if like we up there.
Yeah. We're not trying to hear that shit. No.
Yeah. Hey, but they will always have the their coach's name is the trophy.
That is nice.
Which I feel like they should change that shit to Bill Walsh. Because we're not playing Lombardi's game anymore.
So what y'all think about Jordan Poole partner in crime, Kuzma? He got the hundo.
I feel like Kuzma deserved that shit. Absolutely. No hesitation either. Kuz, man, he's a baller.
And that ain't the energy Laker fans had for my boy before he left.
Hey,
he helped us in the bubble.
Isaiah, pull up your screen again.
Man, I'm tired of your spit.
No, but he didn't get 200.
I was over here being
like
generous because you're going through a hard time. Don't make me get started, my nigga. I'll bring out that year 2000 clip on you.
Hey, I gotta make it, y'all. I gotta take my grandson to football practice.
All right, big dog.
All right, bro.
All right, I'll holler at y'all next time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, don't have me get started on you, brother. Pull up that Kobe to Shaq.
Rigged ass. That was a rigged ass game. Rigged ass game.
Ain't nobody rigged, y'all, nigga.
Rigged. It's because David Stern loved y'all.
He ain't love us when we tried to get Chris Paul.
I knew you was going to say that. I was waiting for you to say that.
That's the only thing he blocked the Lakers from doing.
What's y'all thoughts on Denver losing Bruce Brown to Indiana?
Man, I'm happy for Bruce Brown. He got $20 million a year.
Yeah, Bruce Brown got paid.
$22 million a year.
Yeah, this shit's crazy. 22 million a year is wild.
Isn't that like one of the bad things? I guess one of the cons, if there is any, of winning the championship. Everybody starts going after your key pieces, and everybody starts going after your coaches.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what happens.
That's what comes with the territory.
Yeah. That's why I said if there is a con, I feel like anybody would take that trade off, but you know.
Hell yeah.
Going over a lot of the re-signings. Milwaukee keeping everybody intact from Middleton to Brook Lopez and all that. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, they overpaid Middleton a little bit, I think. They might have overpaid him.
Overpaid?
I don't think they could afford to lose Middleton, to be honest with you.
They couldn't afford to lose him.
Hold on. Middleton got a 3-year, $100 million deal. And them spits I just read off, and you said Middleton got overpaid?
That's probably fair in my opinion. I don't know if I would call that overpaid. That's probably like his almost like exact worth if I had to make a contract up like that. Like I probably give him
especially like
how much what do you get paid? 200 or 100?
You got 100.
Oh, that ain't bad, but that also ain't good.
But like, yeah, look, Middleton's one of those guys. Like he has his problems, you know. But you take Middleton away from that team, you're basically asking Giannis to do every single thing.
Yeah,
that's how it used to be.
If you're the Bucks, you want to take all the pressure you can off of Giannis because
you want to make Giannis happy too.
Yeah, even though I don't know if I ever see him leaving Milwaukee, like ever. They would have.
Yeah, I think once he got that championship, they bought him a lot of time with that.
Yeah, I don't think Milwaukee would ever give him up either. So he has no value. One of the few players who has really no value at all.
Who else we got?
Y'all see the Bucks doing anything like next year? Like you think they'll be able to kind of?
Yeah, I mean,
if Giannis is healthy, yeah, easily.
I think D just asked me the other day when we was on the phone, or it was either him or my boy KC. They was asking me who I got like still the team to go through in the East, and I still say Milwaukee. Like I haven't seen anything that, you know, I guess needle moving yet as of right now. I mean, we'll see what happens with Dame, but I haven't seen nothing that crazy yet that makes me feel like there's somebody who can dethrone them when they playing at their best. I haven't seen it yet. They was hurt, you know, they were hurt last year, even though I was talking my shit about what Miami did, but I see them as like, you know, we were just talking about earlier before Denver won, or when Denver won, about like how sometimes it's good to not be too reactionary, you know what I'm saying, and keeping your core together for so long. You know, I mean, even though they just got rid of Budenholzer, but you know they've had that core together for a good amount of time, and I think that's something that can't be taught, can't be bought, and you know I think that's really the
same with Golden State too. Thinking about it,
yeah,
they got Steph, Clay, and Draymond. That's their core. I think
Right.
that's why they chose Draymond over Poole, because that's their main core.
Yeah,
They want-
they
they wanna-
feel like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I think
They want to
Milwaukee,
keep Steph happy too. So
I think
mean,
Milwaukee's on the same type of time. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We gonna keep
Oh,
this
yes,
core
man.
together, and y'all gonna have to legitimately dethrone us for us to start thinking like, all right, it might be that time.
I mean, Warriors not breaking, but they kind of bending a little bit over there.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
oh yeah, they bent it like crazy.
Almost that time for that little era to be over with.
They're gonna retire soon.
Oh, this is what I want to talk about. What the hell is Houston doing?
I was just about to say that shit.
Why do these
Dillon
niggas
Brooks-
got 10 guards?
They got 10 guards.
Yeah, they got a
They're
shitload.
gonna run back to James Harden. Small
Like they drafted good guards, they signing good guards, and they getting like older guys. Like they kind of like
I
they
feel like
might
they're
be a little
drafting.
worse than Portland as far as what I was talking about earlier. You supposed to be letting the young guys go, and you give Van Vliet $80 million, you give Dillon Brooks $80 million. You might have had to steal in the
They
draft.
gave Van
Whitmore.
Vliet $100 million, didn't they? Like
Yeah.
130.
They got
or some
80.
shit?
I think it was like, was it 2 year 80? If I'm not mistaken.
Nah, it wasn't 2. I think it was 3.
I thought it was 3 years, like 130 or some shit. That contract was crazy.
Stat guy, can you look it up? I think it was 80 though. But not. Oh, it was 130. You're right. Tanner's right.
30. Oh, snap.
3 year 130. Yeah, so it's like you already got Jalen back there. You got KPJ, which from what I hear, they were trying to trade him. You got 2 good guards in the draft. I don't know if Patty Mills is still there. This nigga have been on like 10 teams in 10 days, so I'm not sure yet. But
He's on the Hawks now or something. I have no
Pat
idea.
Mills on the Hawks.
He's been traded so many this recently.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know.
He got traded to the Thunder and then to the Hawks.
He'll probably just end up getting cut too. Which
But yeah, I don't. And then supposedly they was going after Brook Lopez. I'm like, are y'all trying to win now? Or y'all trying to get old? Like, you let your guys get older? Like, I don't understand what Houston is doing.
Terrible.
Like, what's y'all like perspective on them right now?
Stupid. Them niggas
I mean, they've always been just confusing in general, but I have no idea. I guess they're gonna probably just bring in like little veterans, whatever. Because Houston is a pretty awfully run, like little organization over there. Like John Wall kind of exposed all of that. So I mean, I feel like they're probably just trying to like get somebody to kind of like help their young core out a little bit until they can kind of like progress and because they do have a lot of solid young people. But the Van Fleet signing, when they signed him, it kind of like made me question that theory. So I don't know.
I don't know. They're worse ran than us, I think.
They're horribly, man. Like they say, the coach didn't really have any like major control of the locker room. I can't remember the guy's name. It was like
Silas, right?
Yeah, something like that. And I felt bad for him. You know what I mean? So
He's a young guy, ain't he?
yeah, he's pretty young.
Paul Silas Jr.
I forgot where he went to. Did he go to Detroit afterwards as an assistant? I can't remember. But yeah, it's Houston. But I do like the combination of young guys they do have though. It just depends on
They got. I mean, honestly, in the draft, I think they got a steal with Cam Whitemore.
I think they just overloaded like Jalen Green potential. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got all these guys who's gonna be wanting to touch the effing ball. Like, how is he supposed to really?
Yeah, I don't. Unless they like do like Van Vliet at shooting guard, Green at point guard, or
eventually
they've been playing Porter Jr. at point guard all this time. But then you just signed Van Vliet to 130, so he's supposed to start. So
Van Vliet's gonna probably be the point guard. Green's gonna be a shooting guard. I say Brooks would have to be the small forward. Jabari Smith would have to be the power forward, and Tari Eason would probably be the center, or Sengun.
Sengun probably.
They had Sengun.
Yeah, I don't know what Houston got going. They did all that to win 25 games.
I think they were were they at the bottom of the West this year, or was it the Spurs? Had to be the Spurs, yeah.
I think it was the Spurs.
Was it the Spurs?
I think so. I think they were the worst team in the West. I'm not sure.
I remember they started off the season so strong too. I think like through the first 10
yeah,
games.
Bro, that's why I be telling people to chill after the first like 5-6 games. Like, it's certain teams that be going undefeated and end up having the worst records in the league.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
like
the Spurs and the Rockets were tied, but Spurs had the tiebreaker for being worse. So yeah, they both won 22 games.
So much of the Lakers' problem was they just started off really, really bad. Like y'all started off like what 3-11.
Oh yeah, they drafted Amen Thompson too, didn't they?
Yep.
I forgot about him.
So
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what these niggas is doing.
They got like 6 guards, which is kind of crazy. I don't know what the hell they're thinking.
Plus other guys like then you give Dylan Brooks 80 million can get to 90 million. Like, so you basically just told him he could shoot as much as he effing want.
They gave Dylan Brooks a long-term contract. I don't know what. I mean, I would understand if it was like a 2-year, $40 million, some shit like that. But
if I was a Houston season ticket holder, I need to talk to somebody.
Yeah,
I need to holler at them. What we doing? You need to explain this to me. Sit me down and explain this.
80 mil for Dylan Brooks is wild. After that last playoff series he had too, that was crazy.
I don't know. I feel like people forgetting how good Dylan Brooks actually was. He just takes dumb shots.
His IQ is low.
He's got to like calm down and just have like a little trigger at that 3-point line. But once he gets that under control, he's a really nice piece you can have on a team. I don't know about championship team, but he's a nice little piece.
Are y'all done with the Clippers till further notice?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sadly,
they just
off the Kawhi PG train.
They re-signed Westbrook for the low, but
yeah,
that's all I really seen of significance.
Nobody cares.
Not who they got back. They just gonna be like a first, second round exit type team. I don't have any.
Damn.
I mean, they can't stay healthy. That's the problem. Kawhi and PG haven't really had a healthy season.
No, they be healthy. Them niggas don't be wanting to play.
They ain't playing the playoffs.
They be just fine.
They had Westbrook running the ship in the playoffs.
I still firmly believe Phoenix loses to them if Kawhi don't get hurt.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
If they're 100%, I kind of agree, honestly. I thought it was a more interesting series than.
I feel like Clippers is a bad matchup for Phoenix because Clippers got the depth that Phoenix don't have.
That's true as well.
The Clippers been having depth for years and they ain't did nothing with it.
Yep. They don't know how to do it right. They got Tyronn Lue at head coach.
You don't like Lue as a coach?
Nah.
They had Doc Rivers over there for a while too. You know
that's just as bad.
I ain't gonna say Tyronn Lue a bad coach.
I'm not gonna say he's a good coach neither, but
I think he's solid, honestly.
I've seen him. Like I think I like Tyronn Lue when he doesn't have like all that crazy talent of like he's one of them coaches that get the most out of his players.
I think it's just because people kind of like look over like the LeBron era and they kind of just automatically assume like he's
any coach LeBron gets, they put in that box. Mike Brown ain't a bad coach. Frank Vogel ain't a bad coach.
Shit, the Kings went to the playoffs with Mike Brown as coach.
That's what I'm saying. But like all this time, people always talk about how bad LeBron's coaches were. People was doing that to Spoelstra until recently, until he started doing what he was doing. They just said he was getting carried by Riley.
Mike Brown pushed Golden State to their limit.
Yeah.
He was making them work for that win.
He got the Kings in the playoffs since what, 2004? Their first full appearance or something like that. So.
Oh yeah, De'Aaron Fox was in that Josh Jackson draft too. He was right after Jackson. Think about that.
Drafted Patrick Williams.
Because I remember Fox and Lonzo was the talk.
I always said Fox was going to be better.
Man, you could have said that because of when Fox gave him the business in that Final Four game.
No, I was saying that the whole college season.
Man, I was a Kentucky hater, man. Back in the day, I didn't want them to win anything. I didn't players. Couldn't stand them. Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, all them boys.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
How was you feeling? What year was that? 2017, I believe, or 2018. Y'all had Rondo, Wade, and Jimmy Butler, and y'all was up on the Celtics 2-0 until Rondo get hurt.
Who's gonna beat them? Once Rondo,
do you remember that playoff series?
Once Rondo went down, it was like we just lost control of everything. And I feel like that kind of like made people realize how important Lonzo like really was to like certain type of teams. Cause like he was a big factor for us. And like him going down, it was just like nobody could direct the offense. I forgot who he had a backup at that point of time period.
Kobe White.
No, Kobe. I don't even think Kobe White was in the league.
Kirk Hinrich?
I think he was a rookie that year.
Yeah, I think it was like
No,
Chris
you said
or
well, you
something
just
like
said
that.
Lonzo, so I thought you was talking about something recent.
I think it was
You
like
meant
Chris
You
Dunn.
meant Rondo, probably, right?
Yeah, I saw Rondo. I think our backup was like Chris Dunn, and he was oh my god. But
Oh, that's a name right there. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I thought Dunn was gonna do something. I thought he was gonna be one of the one. But that's why I don't like judging these college guys and all that shit until they get in between them four lines.
It's also a big risk of getting like a college guy from like a small school as well. It just depends on who the player is. Like you got guys like Curry, of course, panned out. Then you have like other guys. I think
talking about like what the Niners did with Trey Lance.
I'm still a Trey Lance fan, so I can't use that.
Hold on, nigga. No, hold on, Jonathan. This nigga still believes in Lance. I ain't trying to hear that bullshit.
I didn't say I believe in Lance. I say I don't believe. I
told you
I don't believe it's over yet. I don't.
He hasn't had a real shot.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. He ain't got a chance yet. That's what I'm saying.
Last year when he got hurt, I was like, man, because like this was supposed to be his year that he kind of like proves like if he saw
he got
hurt what week 1, I think.
No, week 2. But the first game was in the ring, and him and Fields was trash that game.
Yeah, I still believe Trey Lance can be something. I hope he is. I hope he does. I got faith.
Good. Storm and Norman needs to hear those words from you.
Man. Who you like right now in the quarterback position? You like Trey Lance, or how you feeling about y'all quarterback room right now?
Who, me?
Yeah, because y'all kind of all over the place in that QB room.
Nah, I'm not no Niner fan. What the hell? Where you get that from?
I thought you was a Niner. I don't know. Well, you said
he's a Rams fan.
You were connected to like all California teams, so I kind of just automatically.
The hell no.
You don't love the. I mean, you said you like the California team, so in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, you got a little soft spot.
Well, yeah, I said everybody, but the Clippers. I think I was talking about LA though, not Cali. Oh, Cali got too many teams to say that. I said everybody in LA except the Clippers. Selfie game.
Well, I can't talk about the Rams because y'all can enter poverty in a year or two. So,
nigga, what? Yeah, I'm talking about poverty with y'all situation right now.
I'm praying.
We have some upside. I don't know if the Rams have any right now, but y'all got the little ring, so I guess
y'all don't even have the quarterback yet. Y'all don't have the
Anthony Richardson
start first.
I have to believe in the hype at this moment. So
I can't wait for the Rams downfall so I can talk trash.
I've been waiting for that for a while.
Well, they go back to the Jeff Fisher era at this point, because
what?
Go back to that little era.
Y'all niggas is wild.
7-9, 8-8. I'm ready for it.
It's all right. They'll be there soon. Stafford ain't got much more less than tank. AD done hit it.
Does he have anything left in the tank?
Y'all only saying that because that nigga had one busted year with an effed up shoulder.
But apparently it's worse than people.
I've been calling that bitch Stat Padford. Fuck
Stat
yeah.
Padford.
I love Matthew Stafford though, but not the Rams. I don't think.
I don't like that nasty Georgia Bulldog. Fuck him. He's been a stat patter since college.
Yeah, Jimmy G is your quarterback. Stop talking to me.
I picked the nigga.
Kenny Pickett's better than all three of your quarterbacks.
Is that really a flex? Is that really a flex though? At this moment in time, I don't think it is. I don't even know how I feel about Pickett yet.
I was about to say, I don't know why you so damn confident right now. That's still yet to be seen.
I don't know. I am damn confident.
I don't know what it is Steelers fans that the rest of us didn't see. What y'all saw.
Shit. Well, JC, what'd you watch? One game?
Tomlin leads them to another 9-8 season. As long as
only because y'all got Mike Tomlin at head coach too. He gonna make sure y'all get at least.
Imagine Mike Tomlin going to a team like Miami or something right now.
Mike Tomlin's forever a Steeler. He's not ever going to leave the Steelers organization.
Yeah, it sounds good. I'm sure New Orleans thought the same thing about Sean Payton.
Yeah, never say never, my boy.
Yeah, because you never know, really, honestly.
I mean, let's be honest. Stats don't. How many fucking head coaches have the Steelers had since like the 80s? 3.
I mean,
It's-
that's true as well. But at some point in time, like, if he gets like another like 8, 9, and 8,
Y'all
9,
had 3
like,
coaches in 40 years?
Yeah.
God
Yeah,
damn.
who else y'all had? Mike Tomlin.
Chuck Noll and what's his name? No, I forgot his name. He's in analysis right now. He used to play for us too. I don't know why it's not popping in my head.
I don't know. I just think that, you really never know because, like.
And I remember Chuck Noll before I remembered him. I don't know how I did that.
I mean, they'll fire you for being average as a coach in the NFL. So, like, you just never know. If he goes to another 8, 9, and 8 type season, he could be on the hot seat. Not saying he would get fired, but nowadays, coaches fired. There was I think, what was the guy's name? I think he coached for like the Chargers a couple of years ago. He went like 10-6 and got fired or something like that. So you really just never know.
Oh yeah, Bill Cowher. That's who I'm thinking of. Bill Cowher.
Bill Cowher. Okay.
How did I not remember that?
Man, it happens, my boy.
Yeah.
I like the Seth Curry to Dallas move, but I really think they need.
He went back to Dallas?
Yeah, again. But they really need some damn defense, like bad.
Yeah,
like
they got
real bad.
I mean, they got another 3 player.
That's what Isaiah. That's what he said. The 3 or D.
I guess some like slight breaking news. I just see Shams posted. They have like 2 new rules for the NBA. The first one is flops will result in a tech, and the opposing team will get a free throw now. And
we seen that a game in the summer league.
Yeah,
one of the refs called a tech.
Yeah, go ahead, Jay. With my bad.
And then coaches will be given a second challenge if the first one is successful.
That rule I like. That drove me crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. Since this challenge thing started, like, why do you get penalized if the ref was wrong? I never understood that split.
I don't know. I feel like it kind of stretches the game out a little longer, not personally.
But if
I'm not
I get you to an extent. I get you, but to me, nothing's more important than getting that call right.
Yeah, I agree. But they're always missing calls.
And to be honest, you shouldn't even have more than one. If you have 2 successful challenges, that says more about the refs than the coaches and players. You know what I'm saying?
Well.
It shouldn't even get to that point. But yeah, I mean, I get you. Like, it's probably gonna be some coaches that try to abuse it, just use it just because they got it type split and you stretch the game out. I get you.
Like if you down by like 30 and you trying to use that little challenge, like, come on.
That should be banned. The game should need to be within a certain amount of points to use it. That's the next rule. But as far as that first one that you mentioned, I hate that. Because how do you even? That's at the ref's discretion. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you can't challenge that. You can challenge if a nigga flopped or not.
And it's hard. It's kind of hard too because like some people can sell flops really well to like the point where it might not even affect them that much.
And sometimes they really did get fouled. They just making sure you see the spit.
Like
honestly, I think when they say that, they're talking about like the obvious flops, like you see they flop.
I get you, Tanner, but if it has it in the rules that it's
like
at
some
their
Marcus Smart
discretion,
type of shit,
right? But if it's at their discretion, they pretty much can do it whenever they want. It don't say that on paper of like, oh yeah, the more obvious ones. It just says flopping is this, regardless of it don't say what level or none of that. So that can decide a game if they do it at the wrong time. Maybe they should. Maybe that's what I feel they should do. Maybe. When it gets to a certain point in the game, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. So in the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game, you shouldn't be able to. You shouldn't be allowed to use that as a tech.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if you think it's a flop like that, just don't call the split.
Yeah, it just comes down to just depending on who the ref is, I guess. Because
they probably trying to get players to stop.
Scott Foster, #1 Laker fan, is gonna call all types of flops whenever the Lakers are playing.
Shut that split up.
Yeah.
He's the biggest Laker fan, dog. Scott Foster.
Kobe to Shaq.
Tanner been waiting for like 8 months or something like that to get back on this show just to talk about that.
Man.
Oh, it seemed like he had it out to get you, JC. Ain't going
Because he a hater. You know, the Lakers killed his team's hopes and
JC,
dreams.
you are the number one hater on this show out of everybody that's ever
Lakers
been
killed
on
your
this
team's
show.
hopes and dreams. So, you know.
You are the number one hater on this planet, probably.
On Blazers players, yeah.
On everybody. On everybody. Everybody not named David West.
But yeah, this that flopping spit is that's too dangerous of a precedent. I hope they leave that alone because that can get real dangerous.
Well, niggas need to stop flopping then, don't they?
I feel you, but it's like some things is like it's not worth that detriment. You know what I'm saying? Like that can do more damage than good with a rule like that.
Well,
I feel what you're saying, but
your favorite player, Embiid, is a product of flopping. So is that why you're saying that?
no, not at all. Like if it's a flop, you get, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm talking about the ones where a nigga really do get fouled and they decide, oh, you flop because you might have did something to make them see it.
It's hard to look at it because like flopping has always been a part of the game of basketball. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like it's a technique kind of so a lot of players use to their advantage. Like, you know, you can get an extra foul call or something like that. So I don't know.
I understand. It's some of them times where it be like a nigga literally didn't touch you or breathed on you, and you.
Yeah, then it just be.
I get that. I get those, but some of those is like, come on, man. Like, how do you really, you know, determine that? Like I said, if you see it in real time, it's simply not a foul. Just don't call the foul and move on.
Yeah, I kind of hate when like they put like a narrative on certain players because, I mean, if you flop and you get the call. And you're going to be labeled as a flopper. Is that really a bad thing, though? Like, if you're getting the calls all the time, that just seems like smart basketball to me, honestly. But
I mean,
I get what you're saying.
Manipulating the fucking rules. As somebody who's played basketball and watched niggas flop up and down the fucking court like bitch made pussies, it gets annoying. It stops the flow of the fucking.
Because you got to think about it. When you playing pickup, niggas ain't flopping. Because you called on foul, you feel me? So niggas gonna be on your spit. So
but that's
niggas don't flop and pick up for that exact reason. Because it ain't nobody to judge it. It's between y'all two. Yeah, y'all niggas end up scrapping if you really calling a bunch of flimsy fouls and spit. You feel me? That'll turn into something.
You know how many times we had that issue, like in fucking pickup games, back where I'm from, bro, where niggas is calling literally. Like when I say everything and like
that shit's annoying.
Yeah, niggas get beat up for that type of shit.
That shit.
We just stop calling it like if there's like an obvious.
Certain people like you just won't get that respect no more.
Like at that point, like bro, niggas be like, bro, we done playing, bro. Like I'm not finna keep on doing this shit with you, bro.
Like yeah, we just don't call it unless it's like obvious, like you try to like clothesline somebody type, you know. Then yeah, but like.
Yeah, like bro, like I understand if it's like a foul, like a decent foul, but like bro, you hardly getting touched. And
niggas think just because they drove, they should get the foul.
Niggas wait until they miss the shot to call the foul and shit. And I'm like, bro,
yeah, you don't get those. Yeah, my games, you ain't getting those. Like, nah, and then you waited till you missed it. Nah, F that. Hell no. Nah.
Drive to the lane acting like nobody's supposed to touch you is kind of crazy.
Exactly. That'd be like my pet peeve. Niggas think like I'm supposed to just let you go in and score. And then get the F out of here. What's your thoughts on Strus getting $63 million to Cleveland?
I don't think he's worth that.
Shout out my nigga Max Strus.
How many years? how many years he get?
4.
I don't think he's worth that much.
I mean, as far as like we seen what happened in the playoffs with Cleveland, clearly they got some growing pains they need to figure out and spit when it comes to that roster. But do you think that was a good addition to what they got going on? They did hold on to Karis LeVert.
Yeah, they got a little decent squad. They just got to let them grow out a little bit. Because like I think everybody can agree, like Evan Mobley, like you know, if he kind of reaches his potential, it's kind of scary.
So yeah, but we thought he was going to do that in the playoffs this year.
I didn't think he was going to do that, like all that, but
I got
somebody better
to get divorced from. Boy, that shit crazy. 129,000.
I really thought they were going to beat the Knicks in the playoffs, though.
Child support. Holy shit, bro.
Who got 130,000 in child support?
Kevin Costner's ex-wife. I'm looking at it here. I just got the update from magazine. That shit is
Ooh-wee.
crazy, boy.
Them rich niggas never learn, huh?
Per month, boy. Nigga, what, boy? Man, we gonna figure this shit out.
Becoming a millionaire because you had a baby is crazy.
Hey, I agree that they need to take care of their damn kids. Sheesh, boy, that.
Ain't that what happened to like Jeff Bezos, whatever? He got a little divorce, had a kid.
Oh, but she was there from the start. She was there from the jump.
Yeah, from what I heard, like she actually like laid down some of them bricks with him. Yeah.
I know that.
Was that the one who he offered her $1 billion and she was like, nah, I'm cool. And turned Desmond down because she like, yeah, I deserve more than that. I don't remember if that was his girl or it was somebody else.
Wow,
she got her paid, but she became like top 50 richest people in the world off that.
I think she's one of the richest women in the world.
Probably richest women, yeah, for sure.
I just didn't know the exact
off
number.
T.
I knew she was top 50 richest people in the world.
I think like two of the top 3 richest women in the world is from a divorce settlement.
That's crazy, man.
All right. What else we got?
Y'all need to go some therapy, do something to figure it out, nigga.
It's tough, man.
Y'all better start being
all right. I think we covered all the big ones, right? Is anybody y'all got in mind?
Isaiah, have you kind of coped a little bit over that Florida Gator loss in baseball, or are you still kind of grieving?
I'm all right. It was what it was. That's the way baseball goes. One day you hot, next day you cold. That's just the way that shit goes.
It's a tough.
At least I done seen them win a national championship, so I'm good. I'm good with that. It's mainly the Raiders that, like, bro, is the one that got me pulling my hair. Like, I'm so dead ass. Like, I was a little bit disappointed. Like it just the way the ball. The way the cookie crumbled and everything like that, and the way the ball was hit and stuff like that. But baseball, some of it is a lot of chance at the same time. Like you can put the bat on the ball perfectly, and it just so happened goes straight to the person.
It's a tough sport, bro. Like even like some of the best teams in college baseball right now don't even have a championship, and they probably got like 1 or 2 like Omaha appearances in like the past 10 years. Like,
the only team that I've seen so far that was like clear cut the best was the Oklahoma Sooner softball team. Like,
that little stretch they won 53 straight, 4 titles or something like that. Like, man,
bro, that team, fuck chance, nigga. You better just hope they don't hit about 5 of them bitches over the fence.
Exactly, bro. Like them little dynasties and all that. I don't know if anybody cares like about women's basketball too, but like that UConn little streak they had going on.
Gosh, I did a report on that when I was in middle school, bro. They won like
crazy, bro. And like I remember when the streaks now because it was Mississippi State. Like I don't like Mississippi State, of course, but at the same time, I felt good for them for beating UConn in the Final Four that year, even though they lost to South Carolina, I think, in the championship game. But
yeah, that shit.
I'm kind of glad UConn isn't as dominant as they are anymore.
Oh yeah, of course. Women's college basketball is much more competitive. It's
I'm so happy it's more competitive.
They would have been when Gigi got there, nigga.
Yeah. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese really put them on the map this year, and I'm happy for it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now women's basketball is going to start getting watched more because of it. That's a good thing.
So, have y'all heard of because this is something I've always heard of it like as a NFL thing. Sabonis apparently was able to renegotiate his contract, which you don't really hear about often in the NBA. What did y'all see there? He was able to get a contract renegotiation for $217 over 5 years, which I would say he earned every penny of that. But yeah, you don't hear about that often. Was it maybe it's a rare situation because of Sacramento situation, or
the only time I hear about that is when like a player like takes a pay cut. That's the only time I've ever heard of
it. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
But I guess when it's a situation where you take a team who ain't been to the playoffs in damn near 2 decades, it's probably
one of those things where he was like straight up like, hey, I feel like I should earn more money, and if not, I'm out the door type deal, or he just doesn't want to play. And they probably was like, Sabonis is a good player.
But again, that never happens in basketball though.
Yeah, because
players probably have
so did he just open something up then?
That might be something new with the code, like the bargaining agreement, because I just haven't used this.
I have to look at all.
Yeah, because I'm like, if anybody should have did that, it should have been Steph back in 2015, 16. If anybody's to renegotiate some shit.
But now players have a lot of a lot of say so going on around.
Yeah, players got leverage now.
Yeah, so they keep probably just taking advantage of that.
This is what the NBA been trying to avoid all this time.
Yep.
Miles Bridges is back in the league, but he lost out on a lot of bread. Lost all his leverage. I think 1 year, $8 million.
So what's going on with his little situation? Like,
so he's suspended basically for 10 games, and then
he got less time than Ja.
But what about the whole situation?
Yeah, he technically got less time.
No, he had like 30 games in total, starting with last year after his case got resolved, and then it's continuing on into.
But that's still too close to Ja.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying
It's not like Ja beat the shit out of his girl.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like that is wild.
Y'all act like I'm the commissioner, like I'm the disciplinary.
No, we're not attacking you, bro. We just saying what we think.
Commissioner Isaiah.
Like I'm just saying, my nigga, he got 30 games. Hey,
man, I'm surprised.
Wicked out there. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's playing.
Because I just thought like, and it's not. I'm not surprised because of what he did and all of that. I think it's just because of the league he's in. If he was in the NFL, that type of spit happens all the time. But in the NBA, they usually be on that type of spit, especially in today's climate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't really hear it. And then when we have heard about situations like that in the league, usually we just hear about it. We actually seen pictures, his kid documenting it.
Bro, speaking of
charges.
Not to go off topic, did y'all see the whole Victor Wembanyama and Britney Spears situation, bro? Did y'all hear about that?
I cannot believe Jay Will just gave breath to that right now. I cannot believe
I'm seeing on Twitter too,
I cannot believe you gave that brain power right now.
Man, she made it seem like such a big deal, bro. And then like I saw the little video clip and I'm like,
in this case, we might as well.
They did slap the spit out of her, but like I said,
she shouldn't have touched Wembanyama in the first place.
When you have it's a reason why he has security around him. You know what I mean? Like you just don't walk up. Like if it was me and I go up there and like there's security guards all around and I sit there and touch Wembanyama, I'm gonna say the exact same thing. You know what I mean?
They might have stomped the shit out of a regular nigga. Boy, she lucky she only got smacked.
Exactly.
Like I said.
She's not used to that type of treatment. That's what that was.
Exactly.
I didn't want to,
I'm not denying that Britney isn't like a huge star and everything like that, but her time has come and gone. As far as like, especially with this newer generation, like Wembanyama was born in the 2000s.
That's why I'm surprised she had stands on Twitter and all that. I'm saying,
Britney is still. Britney is still one of the biggest in the world, but I think sometimes the universe has its way of reminding you your I guess your stature, because he probably knows of Britney Spears, but probably don't know Britney Spears. I'm pretty sure if that was Beyonce that did that, I'm pretty sure he's well aware of who Beyonce is, no question. You don't have to tell him how big Beyonce is, but
plus Victor, like what, 18, 19?
Yeah, he's like 19 years old. I don't expect him to know who that is.
During her prime, he was just being born.
He wasn't born in her prime. He wasn't alive.
No, what I'm saying is he was born during her prime. So
nah.
All right, nigga.
Nah. Hell nah. Nigga, Hit Me Baby and Oops, I Did It. All that shit was already been out by the time he was born.
I mean, if he was like an Orange Baby, then he still ain't gonna care about it. You know what I mean? Like
around that time is when she probably was, having her issues and shit.
He's the same age as me, and I didn't really listen to a lot of Britney Spears growing up. It was mainly like Michael Jackson.
And like Britney was dead smacking her prime when I was like in elementary, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga, when did Goldmember come out? She was a superstar by then. That's before he was born.
You said Gold Digger?
Goldmember.
Oh, I was saying, why you bringing up that?
Because she hit the scene so motherfucking hard.
but she was still in 2003. She hit the scene so hard because she did Baby One More Time and Oops, I Did It Again. But she was still going strong all the way through 2003.
No, I'm not saying she was like fizzling out, but I'm saying like when she was
Wasn't she on Disney
like
too,
top
right?
peak type spit, like he wasn't alive yet.
Oops, I Did It Again came out in 2000. He was not.
And then by the time he had some real consciousness, she was probably doing like the what was that, the VMA Vanguards and spit like that.
Wasn't she on Disney Channel too though?
No idea.
No, she had nothing to do with no Disney Channel.
Her little sister was on Nickelodeon.
Ah, that's what I'm probably thinking of.
Zoe 101.
Oh,
I'll never forgive her for getting Prego, getting one of my shows canceled. But enough on Brittany though.
Come back with Zoe 102. Ain't nobody watching that.
We all grown ass people now. Ain't nobody watching that shit.
Yeah, nobody watching those little new reruns, whatever. Like I forgot they had the new iCarly thing, and that I didn't even care for it.
I didn't even watch that shit.
They just need to leave it alone, honestly.
So if Bridges, let's say Bridges balls out this year and does, let's just say what he did the last season, he was healthy.
Oh, Charlotte's giving him the max. Charlotte's giving him a max contract, no doubt. If he balls out, Charlotte's giving him a max contract. That's just how dumb Charlotte is.
I'm
just so shocked at how this is being handled. Y'all don't think that puts like an extreme bad taste in everybody's mouth? Like
it does for me. I was like just so surprised. Like he's even like in this position. You know what I mean? Like if you would ask me,
I don't know. There must be more to it though. Like more that they're not putting out. For him to only get 30 games, and him get with 20 served, there must be like more to it.
Either that or they really just only care about the bottom line.
Like she must have initiated it for like.
I don't even think they care about that.
Nah, that ain't what they care about.
Yeah.
They care about
nigga that shit.
Bottom line, nigga.
That
is this
it
nigga.
Don't matter if she initiated that shit. That nigga.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying I'm defending him. I'm just saying that's probably what they think. And he got it settled out in court, so it probably means something happened.
I don't know.
He had some high priced lawyers, nigga. That's what happened. And then like people got to realize too, like, and this is something that I've learned through this situation. Domestic violence charges aren't really like that bad. Like it's not really taken that serious. Like if you look at like the time people typically get for that spit or like what happens, even for regular people,
the last
really
domestic
like that.
violence sports thing I seen get taken serious was Ray Rice.
But even that though, he ain't do no time or nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing to that.
But he got kicked out of the league.
He got kicked out the league because the video got leaked. Otherwise, he would have went back to playing.
I mean, there's video of Kareem Hunt kicking someone in the face.
He got like.
I think that was different because.
Well, and she did say the N-word. So I mean, I think she said the hard ER. So I mean.
Well, was that the video I'm thinking about? It was a video where a girl was kind of like they was like a back and forth type of thing. I thought it was Kareem Hunt, but yeah, just in general, domestic violence isn't something that's like really taking that serious in society. So I think it's a bigger issue than just Miles Bridges, and that's probably why I think we're just seeing it in real time. I still think he's an idiot, like who's. The fact that you even did something like that and you're in a position that people would kill and get 8 legs and arms for, and you even putting yourself in that compromising position.
That's the thing, and he's still making millions.
Well, you have to think about it like this. With domestic violence, it's usually like, okay, yes, like the police can charge you, but like obviously the victim can get the charges dropped. So usually due to the love that the victim has for the abuser, that's usually what happens.
They just don't.
Yeah, and it's just more so that they have, so much love for the abuser, and also fear also plays a part into that, because we've seen multiple occasions where the police don't do anything until it's far too late, and then the victim ends up dead, unfortunately. Oh, excuse me.
And that's the crazy part, that it takes something like that before people for to take it serious.
Like us in society, yeah, we might take it serious, but at
morally we take it serious. I'm saying from a legal standpoint,
Yeah.
Like when I was looking it up and researching through this situation, I was wondering why it was just like so swept under the rug like that, to where it was like,
always remember the police have no obligation to protect you. That is a fact.
Yeah.
They have no obligation to protect you. And we've seen it proven in plenty of cases. Most recently, the situation down there in Florida where the cop ran away from the school shooter and he got let off. They have no obligation to protect you, unfortunately.
what team do y'all feel won the offseason so far?
That's tough.
You talking about like number one team, or do we get a few teams to pick?
If you can't think of one team, then yeah, you can just say like the couple that you think is up there.
Has there been a clear winner? Really?
Yeah, there really hasn't been like a clear winner to me. Like
It's still early in free agency, so
I remember the last one. I remember the last like month. I've been saying like the Lakers had a lot of work to do, and I feel like Pelinka got in his bag for real this summer.
no, I do think the Lakers re-signing their key pieces. I think so far that they're doing a good job.
Yeah,
And then like even like us losing Schroeder, but then grabbing Vincent as a replacement, like even little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Vincent was a steal. I feel like
getting Prince as cheap as we did, getting D'Lo back as cheap as we did.
I got Cam Reddish.
that nigga should have been there.
I don't know about that Cam Reddish.
I heard people kind of like sideways with the D'Lo situation because apparently
Cam Reddish is better than everybody
D'Lo
in his
should
name.
have been in Moscow.
some Lakers fans they didn't want D'Lo coming back at all. So like,
I'm one of them niggas. He should have been in Australia, nigga.
Hey, Cam Reddish is a dog.
I ain't gonna lie though, that
this ain't
shit
2020. This ain't
It's like, bro,
2020. This
you can always just look up that video of Anthony Edwards when they're in the hotel talking to Ball His Life. And he was like, it was like, who's the toughest person you had to guard? And he was like, oh, Cam Reddish. Like, he was like, that nigga was cold. Then he talking about his homeboy was like, bro, nigga, all right, you looking like that. Them niggas in high school, bro, go look at Cam Reddish.
Oh, he talking about at that time.
Yeah. So
okay, yeah.
He was like, because the nigga was like, yeah, he gave me 44. And then Anthony was like, he gave you 44.
Oh, yeah, that was another extension we forgot about. Edwards was another one that got 260.
I asked you 5 times, but your ass didn't hear me, nigga.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, the number one pick of that draft. I'm tripping. Yeah, that was another one that got
The best player of that draft, too.
Yeah, but I need him to step his spit up though. It's time for him to take that next step.
Well, they need to rebuild a whole new core.
But see, that's the thing though, Isaiah. Like when we talking guys who are like pivotal for a franchise that you build around, and we mentioning like Edwards, LaMelo, Halliburton, you feel like all of them is in the same category?
No.
I mean, yeah. I mean, right now, none of them three have done anything that separates themselves from each other. So,
I disagree.
I feel like
Edwards carried him to the playoffs a couple of times, damn near on his own.
playoffs?
You said what?
Carried them to the playoffs?
Yeah, especially last year.
JC
was hurt all year.
JC hates Cat. I forgot about that.
Cat didn't even play last year. What are we talking about right now? Cat didn't play last year. And he still carried them to the playoffs. So, what are we talking about?
Oh, yeah, Minnesota did make the second round, didn't they? Or wait,
no, they lost to Denver.
They definitely didn't make the second round. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, they lost to Denver. I'm tripping.
I mean, I guess, my nigga.
I don't even know how to think of the Timberwolves, honestly. I still don't know how to feel about.
You gonna hit me with that line last time? Oh, you supposed to be a Laker fan, and you over here cool with a nigga making playoffs.
Nigga made the play in, but I guess, nigga.
No, he was a top 8 seed, wasn't he?
Play in.
They was a 7 seed, nigga. What happened?
That's still a playing team.
Thank you.
No, that's a playoff team, nigga. Play-in is 9 and 10.
Play-in is 7 through 10, nigga.
No, that means you made the top 8. That's
Play-in
playoffs,
is 7
nigga.
through 10, nigga.
That's playoffs, nigga.
I don't.
Okay.
If they didn't add that participation trophy rule, he still made playoffs.
No, but
don't act like he snuck
snuck
shut
the fuck up because your ass was begging for that play-in when we wasn't sure the Lakers was gonna make the top 8.
I wasn't. No, I ain't gonna say I was begging. I wanted us to make it. I didn't say I was begging.
Bitch, I'm gonna pull up the fucking episode as soon as I get off this. I'm kind of looking forward to that play-in spot, you know. Niggas want to change their tune.
Oh, Grant Williams to Dallas. Do y'all like that?
Great move.
Yeah, we said we like that, nigga, when we was talking about Matisse Thybulle getting matched.
Damn, I ain't been paying attention to my own
No,
show.
nigga,
Yeah, you too busy over here praising David West and shit.
No, you know what? Nah, Isaiah, I think what happened was that's when I walked away and my lawyer called. I think that's when we was talking about Dallas. I did walk away right there.
What you got going on? They got a lawyer calling and shit.
Yeah, I had a settlement situation, man. I'll holler at you about it off camera.
I need to call my motherfucking lawyer. No settlement situation neither.
We all grind sports going up, man. You know what I mean?
Nigga, pray for
that
me.
time.
Fuck you talking about? Shit.
Is that it? I try not certain names. I try not to name because I know Isaiah gonna tell me shut the F up. So I'm trying to be careful.
Exactly.
Just name them. You want.
I couldn't even tell this nigga James Harden without him saying next topic.
So, come on, let me hear some of the names. Come on.
Yeah, let's hear some of the names, JC.
He said he feeling good today. He'll listen.
All right, Paul Reed Jr. to the Utah Jazz.
No, that Philly matched that. Philly matched it, and now they exceeded the luxury tax. Dumbasses matched it.
I don't know why they matched that. They could have got something better than that off free agency.
All Reed Jr.
Oh, I didn't know Pop signed a new coaching.
Oh yeah, he signed like a 5-year deal, right?
Yeah, I just seen that.
Iceberg, bro. At this point, he said he never retiring.
He said, "Nigga, they got Wemby, nigga. I'm up in here." I think if it wasn't for that, he probably would have been out the door. I'll take that job. Isaiah Stewart just signed last night for $64 million, 4-year deal. I actually like Stewart though. That's one of I think he's one of the more underrated centers. Shut up.
Until he's chasing LeBron down the court.
I said he underrated. How's that hyping? God damn.
They also got
JC hyping up mid again.
I didn't know that nigga was with Rock Nation though. That's crazy.
Yeah, you like hey JC, you like him until he's chasing LeBron up the court.
I didn't have no problem with that. You didn't see how that nigga was leaking? I felt him.
Get the fuck out of here, fake ass Laker fan, man. This nigga sometime mad Laker fan.
I'm not a Laker fan. I'm a man first before a basketball fan, nigga. You clip somebody in the face like that, I feel that nigga going after him.
Oh, boo-hoo.
And you wouldn't have that energy. What if that happened to you, nigga?
Well, let's play ball. Let's ride, nigga.
I'm getting paid millions of dollars to play ball.
I had one of the worst attitudes on court. You can ask anybody. I'd have been out there doing the same shit he did. I ain't even finna lie.
Sacramento traded for Chris Dart.
You said what?
Sacramento traded for Chris Dart from the Pacers.
I actually like
Duarte.
Who the
Yeah,
fuck
he a solid little role piece.
I just didn't know who the fuck Chris Dart was. I was legit finna ask, who the fuck is that?
Oh,
Chris Dart.
I was being dead ass. I was legit like
Houston signed another one of their 10 guards, Aaron Holiday.
Huh?
Who the fuck is going on?
Why? Why?
Who's who?
I'm asking, what the fuck is going on?
Oh,
They re-signed Aaron Holiday?
these niggas signed 10 guards, bro. I remember Cleveland did this back in the day too, like probably like 6-7 years ago. They had George Hill, Jordan Clarkson, J.R. Smith.
Hey, Kyrie just signed a shoe deal with Anta.
I don't even know who that is.
It's a Chinese company.
Yeah, he don't get his spit together. He gonna be over there in a minute too.
He gonna be playing with Dwight in Taiwan.
Oh, boy, can you imagine that tangent right there? Oh,
That's like J.R. Smith in China.
Kyrie, Dillon Brooks, and Dwight.
We passed. Y'all knew Dillon Brooks was not going to touch anywhere near China, bro. I hate it.
Oh, Isaiah, you talking about hyping up mid? What about your boy Bol that I was trying to tell you about? That was a bum last year, and then you kept fighting me. That nigga ain't even got a team right now. But trying to fight me on that, talking about how much better than Taco Fall, nigga. They the same nigga.
They not the same nigga.
They the same.
All right, what's the difference between him and Wembanyama, nigga?
I don't know why people use that.
Where you want me to start?
Yeah.
Where you want me to start, nigga?
Yeah, come on, nigga. Yeah,
that was a weird era, bro. Everybody was overhyping those tall players, bro. Like Bobo was okay in college.
That's what I'm saying, Isaiah. You still falling for that in 2023?
Well, no, but Bobo had a little. He was solid at Oregon. I think he had like injuries or something like that. They kind of hold him back. Taco Fall. I don't know why anybody hyped his name up. I don't know what y'all saw in him. He was just a 7'5" tall guy.
Watch when Bol gets signed by the Lakers this week. JC gonna change his tune.
So why I didn't have that energy when we signed Mo Bamba?
Nigga, that was stupid of the Lakers like that. They should have definitely gave him the chance to go out there and defend Jokic as far as AD getting his ass eaten up like that. Pause.
All right, Corey Joseph to the Warriors.
I forgot Corey Joseph was in the league.
I was about
apparently he was hiding in Detroit.
I'm not even trying to be funny. I did not know that nigga was even in the league.
Yeah, I really should have forgot.
Bro, I just remember him from
he was on Detroit last year, so I know y'all probably didn't watch too many Detroit games. But.
I just remember him for his little era in Indiana. I think he played for Toronto for a little bit as well. But when I heard the name Corey Joseph,
I mostly remember him from the Spurs more than anything.
I was like, Corey Joseph. I was like, okay.
Lonnie Walker went to Brooklyn.
All right, shout out my nigga Lonnie Walker.
You said to name the names.
What was that one big game he had in the playoffs, bro? I forgot what game it was.
That was game 4 against the Warriors.
Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought we had one when he did that game. I was like, oh, we got this too.
I've always liked Lonnie Walker.
But that was just one game, though. All right, before we get up out of here, man, let's go over the FIBA roster.
FIBA roster, let's get it.
Jalen Brunson. Anthony Edwards. This guy said Ben Carroll, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, Tyrese Halliburton, the GOAT Austin Reeves in the building, Brandon Ingram, Walker Kessler, Jaren Jackson, Cam Johnson.
Walker Kessler is wild. Walker Kessler is wild.
Hey, Kessler was solid. Kessler was solid last year.
He was solid.
Yeah, Kessler was solid.
Y'all know they don't care about them little FIFA, little Team USA stuff. They don't care.
But yeah, as far as the Team USA, yeah, that is wild.
Why do y'all think they stopped caring for in the past? It was a big deal, the Dream Teams, the Redeem Team. Why y'all feel like they don't care about it as much anymore?
That's a good question. That's a great question. I honestly don't know. I think they've got. I think maybe they've just gotten more spoiled. You know, they we want to spend more time with our families and shit, I guess. You know, I remember that used to be a thing. The young players would go to FIBA and then they usually would come back better. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And then with Team USA, all the top premier guys, they all going to get that. I don't know what changed in these last 7-8 years where they just
It's weird because you got people like Patrick Mills and Ricky Rubio going off in their countries and stuff like that, and some of them said they care more about winning gold in the Olympics than winning the NBA title.
Nigga, because they know they can't over here, nigga. That's why.
Well, I won't say all that.
You're talking about the literal best players in the world. They got more control over that than they do in the NBA.
I was like, my boy Patty Mills out there averaging like 30 overseas. Boy.
Yeah, and then he come over here, he 6th, 7th option at best on the team.
Yeah.
Of course they gonna care about that more. Just like I ain't gonna lie, even though that's my guy, I be defending him. Even my guy Melo, he said that the FIBA championships and Olympic gold medals like that meant more to him than the actual switch.
You said Melo?
Yeah.
Which Melo?
Carmelo.
Nigga, hold on. First of all, it's one real Melo, nigga.
6'8" little bow.
I've heard both at this time. Carmelo's really the only real.
I'd be nice here and there with LaMelo, but come on now.
The only Melo I recognize is LaMelo Ball, nigga.
Come on, bro.
Tighten up.
Nigga, you tighten up.
Put some respect on Carmelo, bro.
Yeah, put some respect on Carmelo's name, bro.
6'8" like Mike, nigga.
Come on, bro.
Stop disrespecting Melo. Melo's the GOAT.
Preach,
Give me cornrow Melo any day.
That's fine. You'll be exiting first round every season.
You got anything to get up off your chest, man? Before we get up out of here, I think we covered all grounds pretty much. It was kind of a quiet off season because it wasn't as many super splash guys, but I think we're awaiting this Dame situation to see how that shifts the NBA power. But other than that, we just playing the waiting game.
Yeah, there's like a viral post going around on Facebook once again asking if Eminem is a GOAT of rap, bro. He's not top 100, bro.
That's a little bit. That's a little bit of a stretch,
one more
bro.
thing too.
Eminem thing, come on.
Isaiah, get ready to get your nose wiped. They got cross play on 2K and Madden now, so no more excuses.
Y'all all ready to get y'all ass kicked on that shit. That's the only reason I'm buying 2K.
I just got a little PS5 the other day too, man.
No, I'm boycotting.
Oh yeah, I'm on you.
I'm boycotting that shit until they give me a fucking better game, bro. I'm tired of that bullshit, bro.
This nigga. So now we got cross play, and that's when you want to quit, nigga. F you.
I was supposed to quit last year. Now I got fooled by the throwing meter and
we got Kobe on the cover of 2K24, and that's the one you gonna
nigga,
not
been on the cover 3 other times. Nigga.
I'm tired of seeing him on the cover, bro. R.I.P. Kobe.
What you mean? When the last time Kobe was on the cover?
2017,
16 when he retired.
No, he was definitely on the cover. He was definitely on
like a legendary edition of 20.
Yeah, he was on the cover when he died. The year he died.
Let me see. But he's been on like 4 or 5 times.
It was probably like a legendary edition or something, though.
Okay, and
nigga, Michael Jordan was on how many covers? Y'all don't care about that, nigga.
I do not.
Michael Jordan had like 10 straight.
They milked his death.
I forgot he was on 21.
He was on
17.
Man, Jordan had like 10 straight, nigga, and y'all still kept buying it. So now Kobe can't get a couple more covers.
It's not even about the cover.
Hold on, no, and then you call yourself a Laker fan. Now who being a real Laker fan?
It's not about Kobe being on the cover, nigga. You just asked when the last time Kobe been on the cover, like he wasn't on the cover 3 years ago.
Nigga,
that was for a legend edition.
Still on the cover.
Jordan had 10 straight of the real one.
I don't care. It's not even about Kobe being on the cover. It's about the game being garbage.
I'm not
garbage. Hold on. Is the game garbage or you garbage?
2K got better, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I stopped playing 2K for a little bit, and I picked up this recent one. It's decent. Like I ain't.
Shit is garbage.
It's cool.
That means that just means you was getting beat on this year, nigga.
I know people were crying about like the new shot meter or whatever, but like I mean, I feel like it's cool. If you can't hit green nowadays, to me it just seems like you're just not good at the basketball game. But,
talk to him, Jay. Talk to him.
I'm not even just the best 2K player, but
it's a cash grab, bro. It's garbage. The whole My Pro shit got you doing fashion shows and shit. This shit used to be about hoops, nigga. This shit used to be about balls, nigga.
I don't want to sit through those little long.
I made a song with J. Cole this year.
Exactly. Cole, my nigga, but come on, be for real.
Well, all right, man. That's episode 6-0 in the books, man. Thank y'all for pulling up, man. Thank you to my brothers for giving y'all insight, man. We'll be back soon. with an update on whatever else is going on and getting our offseason back. Thank you to all the fans that's been tuning in and getting us to this point. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all check us out on all major directories, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, all that shit, man. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Go Lakers, go Rams, go Dodgers. Peace. See y'all later.
Howdy, toddy.